Oh yeah, okay. Let me see if everything's all set. Mi bombo. Mi bombo. I'm so sorry that my everything on the stream except for my voice is loud. You can hear my chair, you can hear the fan, you can hear me moving, but the only thing you can't hear is me. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, so we're back. Gonna just load in and then I'll start talking then. Yeah, I did save, so it should be good. Yeah, because that was 30th. Alrighty, give me 1 second so I can fix the audio. There you go. So yeah, I tried. Oh well, actually, let me stop being rude. Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing good. What's it called? I wanna do a little stream today. Wanna see what I could get going. As you can tell, I've been really feeding to play this game ever since I started. Started playing it because I've done over the past 5 days. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now this one's. I've done 6 streams, not consecutively, but over the past week, and I've just been really enjoying this game. So, I hope you all do too. And if not, don't worry. At a certain point, this game will be done. But yeah. So I tried the multi-stream, and you might have seen there's a little test stream up or whatever. But I deleted it because I didn't like it. I didn't like that it had a watermark on it, so I was like, nah, I'm straight. I don't have to worry about multi-streaming for now. If I have to build up my audience naturally, then I'll do, or not naturally, but on one platform and then move on to another, then, or not move on to another, but more try to gain more off of another, then so be it. But right now, money is not an expendable resource, so I am not going to spend money on a service, even though I do that for Crunchyroll. But anyways, that's besides the point. So yeah, again, we're back, and super excited to keep playing. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What was I forgetting? I don't know. Let me see the stream though. Let me see if people are here. Nobody yet, but we ball, so we ball. But yeah, did I turn on the audio? I didn't. Let me do that right now. There you go. So yeah, back to it. Let's do it. There you go. Turn this down a little bit, it's a little loud. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot my remote for the TV. That's why. But yeah, so Daru tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
Ah, わからん。全然わからん。
There you go. Gotta be careful that I don't disconnect my mic.
こんなん絶対プログラムじゃねえよ、ボケ。死ねかすがウッキー。
Oh great, He snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
My ear puts down her sewing tools and turns to Dara with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。
This is bad. Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。もう休め、ダル。
うわ、そうするわ。つうかさ、もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても、作ったやつにしかわからんよ。こんなん見たことないし。
Alright. A program unlike anything he's seen. At that moment, music bursts from my pocket. And you're not going to believe who it is. Oh, it's John Titor. Are you being honest? Subtitle. If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I might go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Titor who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later and write about the things you have told me about. But that would cause that's a typo, yeah. That would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set this possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago, you existed on a different world line than the one you're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from the present to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of previous world lines. Unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? There you go. I go. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines.
そうか。今、点が線でつながろうとしているぞ。
何の話？
Mayuri looks at me curiously. Oh good, why am I so tired? Oh good. Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I frantically assemble the pieces in my mind. These things are all connected. Is it really John Titor or John Titor? Huh. I don't know, I guess I gotta watch the anime at a certain point, or rewatch the anime and see what they say. These things are all connected. And now, I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
ダルよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体、判明するかもしれんぞ。
え、マジで？どうやって？
I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Titor. A mysterious database inside CERN. A program unlike anything Super Hackadaru has ever seen. Its true form is...
俺のひらめきが正しければ、ジョン・タイターが知っている。
はあ？それはないわ。
なんとでも言うがいい。答えはすぐに出る。
We wait for Titor's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me. Where did you find that? That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher with an IBM 5100. And its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body. It's easy, I opened the mail.
やはりな。
やはりって？
だるよ。俺の予想は正しかった。判明したぞ。そのプログラムの正体が。
IBN5100。
The retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to the market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by John Titor, who appeared in 2000. A while after Titor posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday.
APL やベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBM の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
What an incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity. Let me see. Alright, synchronicity. A meaningful coincidence. Simultaneate. What? I've never seen that word before. I know it's like a subset of simultaneous, but like how is it pronounced? Let's see. Pronunciation. Yeah. I didn't say synonym, I said pronunciation. Simultaneity or simultaneity. Oh yeah. Simultaneously. Simultaneity. No, simultaneity. Simultaneity, there you go. Yup, that sounds way better. Simultaneous, simultaneity. Yeah, simultaneity, yeah. The feeling that two casual, or excuse me, a meaningful coincidence, simultaneity. The feeling that two casually unrelated events have a meaningful, deterministic relationship. For example, a vase fell and shattered. At the same time, my grandmother died in the hospital. Nearly everyone has felt synchronicity at some point in their lives, a concept advocated by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. 1875, 1961. He had a long life. Wow. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings.
いいな。断じていいなだ。我らにとってこの発見はまさに必然。これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択だということだ。
つまりセルンは IBN5100 を使ってこのデータベースを構築したって？互換性のないマシンを使って？なんでそんなわけわからんことを？
ならば聞くが、外部からのクラッキングに対する最高のセキュリティ方法は何だ？
Let's see. Cracking. Completely different context in 2025. In computer terminology, actions including illegal access to networked systems and data tampering, often used with hacking, but hacking originally means the constructive study of software. Cracking, on the other hand, is a malicious act.
そりゃスタンドアローンだろ。
Alright, standalone. A computer that is not connected to any other computer or network. I'm still standing. Daru quickly catches on to the intent of my question.
IBN5100 でしか解読できないなら、それは疑似的なスタンドアローンってわけか。
故に、そこに眠るのはセルンにとって 最重要の機密だということだ。
つか、オカリンはなんでその隠された機能のこと知ってるん？ソースは？
俺の頭の中に眠る膨大なインデックスに記述されている。どうでも言っておこう。
Tyler said it himself 10 years ago, but Daru wouldn't believe me even if I told him the
パ
truth.
クリ設定オツ。
I ignored Daru's retort.
マユリ、大事な話があるから集まれ。
ここからでも聞こえるよ。
Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa.
聞こえるとか聞こえないとかの問題ではないのだ。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所にとって、いや人類の未来にとって運命を左右する会議なのだよ。だからもっとこう秘密めいた感じというか、企んでいる感じを出したい。
It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault.
マユシーは悪巧みには参加しません。
Well, I can't have everything my way.
二人とも聞け。これより未来ガジェット研究所は緊急極秘作戦を発動させる。これは世界を影から操る巨大な闇との戦いの第一歩となるだろう。敵はセルン、世界的な研究機関でありながら邪悪な研究に見られた連中である。
オカリン、声でけえ。徹夜明けにはきついっす。
Crap, I guess I am being too loud. That kinda ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch.
いいか、世界にマッドサイエンティストは2人いらん。奴らに先んじられる前に我らが出し抜いてやるのだ。
奴らって？
奴らは奴らだ。
あのね、マユシーは全然わかんないよ。
つまりこの秋葉のどこかにあるという幻のレトロ PC IBN5100 を手に入れる。
I make a magnificent declaration. Daru just rubs his eyes, and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it, is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited?
僕探すのはパス。マジで寝させてよ。それとセルンの中をもっと探りたい件について。
そうだったな。まあそれができるのはダルだけなのだから、そっちは任せる。では IBN5100 の捜索は俺とマユリで。
無理だよ。
Mayuri makes an apologetic face.
コス作りもあるし、バイトもあるもん。
So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time. Yes.
この件は俺が何とかする。そうと決まった以上、俺のやり方に口出しは無用だ。分かったな。
また何か悪いことしようとしてる？
いや、口だけじゃね？
I leave my useless commerce behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out onto the street. Immediately, a bicycle skids to a stop in front of me.
はーい、岡部倫太郎。
Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American? Are you an American or something? But I'm too distracted by her shiny bicycle. The same bicycle that was in front of the Brown Tube workshop yesterday. Guess it belongs to her. Wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive.
なかなかのテクだな。
自転車ってほんと楽しいよね。私、自転車乗るのってこの町に来てからが初めてでさ。
初めて？ 自転車に。
そうバイクはよく乗ってたんだけどね。
Isn't that backwards? Weird girl. What's with that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if you did that all through the town. Beginners get cocky and get in accidents. You see that pattern all the time. If you're going to go full speed, at least wear a helmet.
今からバイトか。
さあ
The Brontube workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens till around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. Seems to change with Mr. Braun's mood.
ちょうどよかった。お前に話がある。
これから開店準備しなきゃいけないんだよね。
このオンボロブラウン管屋に何を準備することがある？
ないね、全く。店の前をチョロチョロっと掃き掃除するぐらい。中は掃除しようとすると店長が怒るし、これが完璧な配置なんだよって。
So he's paying her not to not clean? Nothing's wrong with that guy.
なら話をさせてもらおう。
でもな、眠いしな。
In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. I glare at her.
あまり俺を怒らせない方がいい。
Oh, yeah, communities. Huh. That's funny. Nowhere near big enough to have a community, so no need for one. Anyways,
今すぐじゃないとダメな感じ？
my glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod.
じゃあどうぞ。
Suzuha shrugs her shoulders as she locks her bicycle. Then she turns to me.
ただし手短に頼むよ。
IBN5100 はどこにある？
不明。
不明？何？
不明。
Oh,
昨日のお前の口ぶりは知っているように見えた。
知ってるのは私の知り合いだってば。
ならばその知り合いのところへ案内してもらおう。嫌だとは言わせん。拒否すればお前はこの世の地獄を見ることになる。
無理。
come on, I even said I'd show you a living hell.
会いたくても会えないからさ。
どういう意味だ？まさか想像上の存在か？
死んだから。何年も前に。
すまなかった。
That's what I love about Okabe is that when it's not time for jokes, he locks in, and it's so raw when he does. We'll see more of that later, but this is one of those examples.
いいのいいの。まあそんなわけで私の持ってる情報そんなに大したことないわけ。むしろ私の方が教えてもらいたいぐらいだよ。
Suzuha pats her on the shoulders. Funny, you think I'm the one who's supposed to cheer her up. Instead, Mr. Brown opens the door and makes his appearance. Fetis, Nanya. Doth thou desire chaos, nya? Man, Ferris, what are you talking about, bro? I ain't remember.
おいバイト、まだ3日目なのに遅刻してんじゃねえ。
ああ店長、ごめん、ちょっと朝から立て込んでてさ。
真面目にやらねえならいつでもクビにするからな。
You forgot. Oh, my fault.
岡部もうちのバイトに手つけようとしてんじゃねえぞ。
欲情しているのはあなたではないのか、ミスター・ブラウン。
Mr. Brown. Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. Give me 1 second. sorry about that. Yeah, one of my friends called me, and it was it was about something from like 3 months ago. So I was like, oh shoot, bad. And let me just say, it was tough. It was tough. my Instagram is looking crazy right now. I gotta hit the followers with a wave too. Oh man. But yeah, anyways, so back to it.
もしナエがいる前でそういうこと言ってみろ。マジで殺すからな。父親としての沽券に関わる。そもそもそんなしょんべんくせえガキに浴場なんかするかよ。
What?
何を？店長、今の取り消して。
Susa is actually bad now.
なんだよ。怒ったのか。
私はガキじゃない。一人前の戦士だよ。
あ？お前何言ってんだ？
Suzuha's burning passion has demanded a shot. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzuha's hand and grasp it firmly.
いい目をしているな、バイト戦士。現代人のない野獣さながらのギラギラした輝きがある。その目を忘れるな。そうすればお前は必ずやバイト戦士から真の戦士へとクラスチェンジできるだろう。
っていうか、私はもう戦士なんだってば。
セルンとのラグナロックの暁には
Oh man.
共に戦おうではないか。それまで精進するがいい。
Oh man, I forgot that was her nickname. Oh man, Ragnarok. If you know a thing or two about a thing or two, you know what Ragnarok is. But in Norse mythology, the final war of the gods, twilight of the gods. I forgot what causes it. I think it's like Fenrir or something. But Norse mythology is wild, man.
ラグナロッ
Suzuha looks confused.
ク？何それ？
You don't. Never mind. She doesn't know a thing or two.
最終決戦だ。
そんなの起きる予定があんの？あるならぜひ参加するけど、聞いたことないな。
当たり前だ。今初めて明かしたのだからな。ラグナロックは俺が起こす。世界を作り変えるためにだ。
おお、岡部倫太郎ってば勇ましいじゃん。どうせ失敗するだろうけど、その心意気は好きだよ。私の仲間も君ぐらい気概があればよかったんだけどな。
Apparently, Suzuha has comrades. I like her to introduce me. That way, I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. That name is corny. Wait a second. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of pulling Kilma into this girl.
なんでうちの店の周りには変なやつばっか集まってくんだよ。ったく。アルバイト、いいからさっさと店に入れ。
Suzuha. Suzuha waves and winks at me and she heads inside the store. I love Suzuha.
おかり、待って待って。
Oh my gosh, I love Suzuha so much. Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha.
やはり一緒に探す気になったか。いいラボメン精神だ。
違うよ。お昼ご飯を買ってこようかと思って。
She really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet.
で、どこで買うつもりだ？
どうしようかな。
Mayuri places her finger on her bottom lip and thought as she walks.
サンボの牛丼もいいな。
Can I see it from here? Sambo. She's blocking it, so I can't. Yeah, no, I can't see it. I don't know if it's even here. This tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sambo alone. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First timers are often cowed by the old school atmosphere. Hello? Oh, there you go. It's just okay. Plus, the clientele is almost exclusively male. But Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there, shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. Meanwhile, the Sambis, regular Sambo customers, are posting comments online like the goddess has arrived, or goddess for the win.
だがサンボはこの時間だとまだ開店していないぞ。
I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often. And each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from the world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at a distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. Yep. I think this is technically the first time this has happened because back when it happened in Radican, or I guess Radio Kaiken, because that's what I know it as. Like, I'm not bugging, right? Like it is Radio Kaiken. Yeah, Radio Kaiken. Yeah, it's Radio Kaiken. I guess because of copyright, they can't have that name. But yeah, because like when she was staring at the Upa machine, she did this. But like, I think it was more because of the Upa machine than it was her actually doing this. But yeah, here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street, so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice their stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky, as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. You know, I usually clown on him for having corny names, but like that one's beautiful. Like Phoenix Crusaders, but this one's great. Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Her reason is romantic, or perhaps childish.
星に届かないかなって思って。
When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave that answer. At first, she's only reached out to the night sky, but lately she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like now, even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy.
星なんて見えないだろ。
I walk up to my ear and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face.
あのね、お昼でもお星様はそこにあるんだよ。
Yes, they are.
哲学的なことを言うのは結構だが、道のど真ん中で立ち止まるのは危ないだろうが。
そうだね。そうそう。今空を見てて思ったんだけどね。マユシーは今日のお昼はラーメンにします。
How are ramen and stars even related? Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. Sanbo. I know I said I'd search for the IBM 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I spent an hour in an internet cafe searching for information, but turned up nothing. I'll buy some mango juice with tapioca from a juice stand inside Yodobachi. I lose myself in thought as I drink it. It's Saturday, so it starts getting crowded in front of the station. Some maids are distributing leaflets to the people coming out. I know Daru is well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBM 5100, wasn't she? Really reluctant to contact the male demon, no. But ultimately, my feelings are trivial. Ragnarok hangs in the balance. But I decide not to bother. I finish my drink and wander towards Shuodori. There you go. there comes an email, almost as if on cue. And guess who it is? Will you get back to me already, Monica? Shh, it's like she can read my mind. I instinctively scan the area, searching for that gloomy woman in the crowd. No sign of her tailing me. Oh well, I guess I'll send her a reply. I don't know Shiny Finger's phone number, so I'll just send an email for the time being. In the email, I'll ask her to call and include my phone number. Now I just have to wait for a response. And there it is. No. That was a quick reply. But I asked her to call, so I should reply by email. Yep. There's a lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. I need to find out her phone number. That's really demanding. I look up after finishing my email and see a huge crowd of people in front of Radio Kaiken. I guess the satellite is still a big deal. The media presence hasn't died down since the day of the crash either. Radio Kaiken still closed. And of course, the satellite is still there. Not 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. Oh. Huh. Let me look at that. I didn't remember this actually. Right as I'm about to look down and read the email, I catch sight of a familiar face in the crowd.
助手か。ここで何をしている？
あのな、私がいつ助手になった？
She looks like she'll snap at me at any moment. So to dampen her spirit, I go back to check on my email. What is wrong with this woman? I told her to email. I told her to tell me her phone number. She just ignored me. She doesn't even have any information. How useless can you be?
なんで私、あんたに睨まれてるわけ？
気にするな。イライラしているのはお前が原因ではない。
八つ当たりか。睨まないでよ。
お前だって以前、俺のことを何度も睨んだだろう。
それはあんたが変態行為を。うん、いや、何も言うまい。
Another one. Oh my gosh, bro, Monica's so annoying. I want to snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. Tell me the super hacker's address, Monica. What do you mean tell me the super hacker's address? You're making fun of me with that music note. You're not getting anything from me. Anyway, why does she need to send me the 2 short consecutive emails? I mean, she might as well just combine them into one.
そんなに嫌なメールが来たの？
嫌というより常識外れなのだ。
I can't quite describe it in one word. Stop sending all those short emails. I'm begging you, just gather your thoughts and send everything together. Yeah, he's really pressed, bro. He's really pressed. Oh my gosh, I feel a little satisfied after sending that mail. I turn to courage suit again.
それで、クリスティーナ、ここで何をしている？
せめて呼び名ぐらい統一してほしいわけだが、私が何してたって別にいいでしょ。
なんだ？何を拗ねている？
拗ねてない。ただ、できればあんたとはもう関わり合いになりたくなかっただけ。
Silly
何を
games.
バカな。お前はすでにラボメンなのだぞ。ラブの利益のために働いてもらわないと困る。
Well, she is only a temporary member. No, it's because she's a temporary member that we need to get as much out of her as we can. Wow.
好奇心に負けたあの時の自分を恨むわ。
Kursu sighs and looks up at the satellite. We're not alone. Several other people are standing here and looking up. It's Akiba's latest tourist attraction.
人工衛星を見に来たのか？
まあね。信じられないと思わない？人工衛星って普通大気圏で燃え尽きるように軌道を計算して落とされるのに、あそこまで完全な形で残ってるなんて。
And that's to say nothing about the huge hole it punched in the building. A satellite's that durable.
そもそもあれはどこの人工衛星だったのだ？
まだ分かってないって。旧ソ連のものかもって噂だけど、ロシアは否定してる。おかげで撤去しようにもできないらしい。
3 days have passed and still unknown. How interesting. Smell conspiracy.
そうか、あれも機関の差し金だったのだ。あの時ラジカンにいたこの俺を抹殺するためのな。
機関？何それ？
機関は機関だ。正式名称は別にあるが、その存在を知る者は全員イフの感情を込めて機関とだけ呼ぶ。世界を影から操る国家を超越した秘密機関であり、政治、経済、宗教、全てを掌握しているのだ。
どう見ても陰謀論です。本当にあり。
Where is it? Tips list. Thank you very much. 本当にありがとうございました. This phrase is commonly used on the internet as a way of punctuating a statement. It originates from a story posted on Pat channel in which a man tries to pass his bodily fluids off as a pop. Ew. It was obviously. Thank you very much. That's nasty. What? Kursu hangs her head and blushes for some reason.
どうかしたか？
どうもしてない。ほんとなんでもないから。それ以上追求したら叩くわよ。
Crazy girl.
それより例の電話レンジはどうなった？
何をそんなに興奮しているのだ？ちなみに電話レンジではなく電話レンジ過去仮であって。
いいから答えなさい。どうなったの？
進展はない。実験を繰り返してみたが、今のところあの放電現象および過去へ遡るメールは一度も再現できていない。
そう。
Another mail. Damn you, shining finger. I set out to send somebody short mails, but she doesn't seem to get it. Was I being annoying? I'm sorry, but I really need information on the IBM 5100. You're the only need I have right now. I'm relying on you, Akabe-kun. I swear I won't send any more short mails, so please don't abandon me. I need you to help me look for an IBM 5100. I promise to let you know as soon as I learn anything. So let's work together, okay? It's like she's rethinking things. Hopefully I don't have to worry about any more email assaults.
ハロー。人と話してるときにメールしないでくれる？
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen her actually smile, but it's more of a facetious one.
そう言うな。メールマが改心したのだから、それについてきちんと評価してやらねばならない。
なんでそんなに偉そうなんだ。
その言葉そっくりそのまま返してやるぞ、クリスティーナ。
Okay, let's send a reply. Apology accepted. I'm looking for an IBM 5100 too. I agree that we should exchange information. I'll let you know when I have something. You don't need to reply to this mail. Oh wait, what does that say? Backdoor. Oh yeah, no, he just said what I said. I typed that out and send it.
メール交換は済んだ？法王院さん。
ほう、俺のマナーを覚えていたか。いかにも。我が名は法院京馬だ。
法院京馬だ。
皮肉で言ったのよ。
There you go, yeah, you can tell. Oh well. Backdoor. Backdoor. There you go. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimashita. Or arigatou gozaimashita. Oh wait, I gotta show you guys something. Hold on. Where is it? I gotta show you guys something. This is unrelated. I'm sorry if it comes off as a distraction, but I gotta show you guys something. Where's game capture? Anything. Yep, there you go. And then we go to Bob. Go to likes, which you know this is private, but it is what it is. I don't really care. There you go. Let me mute this game real quick. Where's which, by the way, like your content, like your own content. It's a good memo to follow.
これはいい。前よりさらにパワーアップしてしまったぞ。すぐ楽にしてやる。ほんの少し苦しむだけだ。
This is a voice stim for me and some of my friends for the longest time. I never even played Dokkan, but that stim, bro, that stim was different. That stim was everywhere. 俺はいい。それにパワーアップしてましたぞ。すぐ楽にしてる。俺はすぐにドキリ。I don't remember the last part. だから。俺はいい。あー、man, bro.
どこが皮肉なんだ？お前は俺の正しい名を呼んだ。何も間違いはない。助手としていい心がけだ。
岡部さんって頭おかしいでし
ょ。俺は岡部ではない。
あんたと話すのって疲れる。
それで電話レンジカッコ仮の話だったな。お前はあの実験の後、タイムマシンなど嘘だなどと悲痛な叫びを上げていた。過去のトラウマでも思い出したか？
おいこら、勝手に私にトラウマ設定をつけるな。
そう。あれはまだ5歳だった。クリスティーナはアーカンソー州の草原で雷に
撃たれとらんわ。5歳の頃はまだバリバリ日本在住よ。っていうかなんでアーカンソーなのよ。
のどかな風景を思い浮かべた時、最初に浮かんだ州の名はアーカンソーであり、次に浮かんだのがオレゴンだった。
そこはユタじゃない？相対的に見てユタの方がぽくない？
You're asking a Japanese man who's never been to America if Utah wouldn't be more suitable. You talking
では
about?
答えよクリスティーナ。なぜあの時嘘だと言った？
別に確信があって言ったわけじゃない。単に信じたくなかっただけってロジックよ。とんでも科学は小説や映画の中だけで十分だわ。
とんでも科学だと？何をバカな。お前もはっきり見たはずだ。メールが過去へと飛んだあの現象を。バナナが瞬間移動したその瞬間を。
見たけど何かの間違いのはず。あるいは私たちが都合のいい解釈をしてるだけ。 ATF で言わなかった？タイムマシンは今の技術では夢物語よ。ましてやあんたたちみたいなお遊びサークルが電話と電子レンジをくっつけただけのガラクタでタイムトラベルを起こせるわけがない。
だが実際に起きた。お前は自分自身の目で見たことを否定するのか？現実よりも理論こそが正しいというのか？ならば一生詭弁を弄して言葉遊びをしているがいい。
言葉遊びってどういうこと？
量子論など俺からしてみれば言葉遊びにしか見えないということだ。
あんたね、現代物理学を否定する気？何様？
現象に対して素直になれ。起きたことが全てであり、起きていないこと、観測できていないことは全て仮説でしかない。
仮説を積み上げて理論が証明されたとき、それは本物になる。そうやって現代物理学は宇宙すべての真実を理解するの。
だが仮説が間違っている場合もある。かのアインシュタインでさえ間違えたことがあるのだ。
間違いかもしれないからやらないの？だったらあんたは一生あの小汚いビルに引きこもって王様を気取っていなさい。そんなことじゃ真実には絶対たどり着けない。失敗は成功のもとよ。
なるほど、いい反論だな。
あくまで上から目線なのな。
ところでクリスティーナよ、俺は常々感じていた。物理学者には矛盾がある。
矛盾？
現実に起きていて誰もが知っているが未だ解明されておらず、物理学者も手をつけようとしない現象というものは確かに存在する。それについてはどう思う？
例を挙げてもらわないとわからない。
例えば幽霊。
オカルトかよ。
Like, I'm like, what is bro talking
オ
about?
カルトだからといって思考停止か？それはお前がたった今言ったことと矛盾するぞ。そんなことじゃ真実には絶対たどり着けない。
That is true though. He has a point. You can't look into something and not look into something just because of the what's it called, the context of it. All because it's the occult doesn't mean that it could not be related. It sounds crazy, but he
幽霊を
has
見
a
る
point.
人間は確かに存在する。映像としても証拠が存在している。にもかかわらず、なぜ他の仮説をこねくり回し続けていられるのだ。
先行が違うわ。
解明されていない現象に先行もクソもあるまい。
That is also fair.
そうだけど。
というわけで、過去へメールを送る現象もきちんと検証すべきだ。助手も力を貸すがいい。
嫌よ。
Cursor gives me a clear-cut answer, along with her usual glare. So the genius girl really does hate me.
私はとんでも科学には手は出さない。父と同じ失敗は犯さない。
父？
あんたの考えは口だけは立派だけど学会じゃ通用しない。タイムトラベル理論を研究してるなんて言った日には干されるのがオチよ。
なぜそう言い切れる？
私の父がそうだった。
Cursor grimaces.
物理学者の父はタイムマシンが大好きだった。ウェールズのタイムマシンに魅了されて本気で研究していたわ。でもそれにこだわりすぎたせいで学会からは追放に近い扱いを受けた。そんな父を見てきたから私はタイムトラベル研究には関わりたくないの。
This time, her sheer force of will gives me pause. I think she's really pissed. I may have stuffed in a landmine here. What do I do? If I get her any angry, she might seriously hit me. Let's calm her down a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. But what should I say?
ごめん、感情的になって。
She apologizes first. Christina's character, or calm character, saves me.
気にすることはない。今のはお前の資質を試すためあえて怒らせたのだからな。
とにかく電話レンジはタイムマシンなんかじゃない。メールの送受信は人の手で作られたシステムなんだから、そのシステムの範囲内で現象を説明できるはず。
助手の考えは分かった。そこまでタイムマシンを嫌っているとはな。 お前の反応はアレルギーに近い。無理にラボ面に誘って迷惑をかけたな。もう二度と来なくていい。
There you go. There you go. So that's all he needs to do.
言われなくても来ない。
だがこれだけは伝えておく。クリスティーナよ。
クリスティーナって言うの？
ラボ面ナンバー004は永久欠番としておく。この番号はずっとお前のものだ。
That's what I think is so cool about this, is that even if she doesn't like him, and even if, you know, granted, like, again, let's not overlook this. This man, this man not sexually assaulted her, but physically assaulted her, and it's like, bro, this man Okabe is wild. But no matter what, even if the way that they met was weird, he still will treat her like a lab member, no matter what, whether she's retired or not. So shout out Okabe for this one. Shout out Okabe. Even though I know he's trying to be cool, I know what's happening. I finished my speech and turned my back to Kurisu. I won't look back. I walk away slowly with my eyes closed. I'll give her the crowd. What are you doing? It's kind of hard to walk like this. I hope I don't bump into anyone. Yeah, you idiot. Wait, am I even walking straight?
何かっこつけてんのよ。
My shoulder is suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards.
何をする。俺によるささやかな演出、後腐れのない別れのシーンを台無しにするとは。貴様それでも俺の助手か。
だから助手じゃないと言ったろうが。それにこっちにはまだ話があんのよ。
Damn, her stubbornness has already returned.
この前は聞けなかったけど、私が刺されたってあんた言ってたわよね。それについての説明を要請する。
Ah, yes. The other real life phenomenon that has yet to be explained.
あれは俺が見た幻だ。
Let's just leave it at that for now.
なんであんたの夢に私が出てくるの？
そんなことは知らん。それと夢ではなく幻だ。
ドクター中鉢がどうとか言ってたけど、それは？
あの日ラジカンでドクター中鉢がタイムマシンの発表会をしていた。
発表会は中止になった。人工衛星が落ちたから。
そういうことになっているようだな。だが俺が見た幻では無事開催された。俺はそれをマユリと一緒に見に行ってお前に声をかけられたのだ。
私はナンパなんてしない。ましてやあんたみたいなバカに声はかけない。
だから幻だったと言っているだろう。いや、あるいは幻なのはこちらの世界なのかもな。
Alright, man.
だとしたら電話レンジカッコ仮の謎も解決だ。幻ならば物理法則を無視したことも起こりうる。
現実逃避？意外とチキンね。
仮説を提示したのだよ。物理学者お得意のな。
それで私は誰に刺されたの？もしかしてあんた？
I recall the sight of Kurisu collapse in a puddle of blood. Sent shivers down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It was too real. I can clearly remember the smell of blood.
俺が駆けつけた時にはすでにお前は血まみれで倒れていた。犯人は見なかった。
わからないな。なんで私が幻でとはいえ殺されなくちゃいけないのよ。恨みでもあるの？
全くない。その時点では俺とお前は一度だけ話したことがある程度のただの通りすがりの他人だった。
Well, that one time we talked was during the events I imagined. So strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was what I read in the magazine.
とにかく接点などほとんどなかった。故に俺はお前の死体を見た後119番に通報することなくその場を後にしたのだ。
白状者。
何を望んでいる？過去に戻ってお前の死体を丁重に扱えと？そのためには電話レンジカッコ仮を使えるようにしなければな。
もういいわ。今後そんな幻見ないで。他人の夢の中とはいえ、自分が殺されてると思ったらいい気分はしない。
保証はできないな。それを実行するためには24時間完璧に俺の脳内を監視しなければなるまい。
本当にあんたって、ああ言えばこう言うわね。
Karisu shakes her head in exasperation and turns and walks off towards the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time I grabbed Karisu's under shoulder from behind.
何よ。
俺の話は終わっていない。
喧嘩売ってるだろ。
別れのシーンを台無しにしたお返しだクリスティーナ。己の軽率な行動を恨むのだな。
はいはい、わかりました。で、何よ。
IBN5100 の件だ。
剣だとか言われても知らないわよ。何なの？
いや、知らないのならばいい。さらばだ。もう二度と会うこともないだろう。
I turn my back to Karisu. This time I'll make him perfect.
追いかけたままやめないで。気持ち悪いでしょ。
Oh, good lord. She grabs my arm. Dog. I'm gonna lie to you, like, I completely forgot about this whole, like, interaction. I forgot this happened. So, like, it's coming back to me as I'm reading it that this was happening. the back and forth, like, you're not allowed to leave. No, you're not allowed to leave. Like, she grabs my arm. Damn it, this is the second time.
IBN5000 何？
IBN5100。1975年発売のレトロ PC だ。今探している。
何に使うつもり？
He never told her, yeah. It's true. Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with
気に
curiosity.
なるか？
Karisu quickly averts her eyes, but she doesn't let go of my arm.
気になるのだな。
少しだけよ。
Just a little.
ならば答えよう。IBN5100 はセルンの秘密につながっている。
セルンって、あのセルン？
いかにも。そして我がラボが総力を挙げて調べたところによれば、セルンはタイムトラベルについて研究している痕跡がある。
Sorry, give me 1 second. I gotta check the stream. Yep, same old, same old. I've been going for an hour. Look. Come be astonished.
バカみたい。聞いて損した。
Karisu gives me a cold glare, then lets go and starts walking. This time she's gone for good. Damn you. Just you watch. I'll expose certain secrets if it's the last thing I do. The one thing she doesn't believe. Wow. Oh. Oh. Oh wow, okay. We're on to the next day. So that's the end of July. No part of this game will ever take place in July. Well, except for one, but don't worry about that part. The next day, I decided to hit Akiba's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kurisu, but no luck. Fighting an IBN 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the butt. I'm standing in a narrow tunnel that runs beside the Radio Kaiken building. Small shop selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. It's weird that they changed like not the kerning, but like the thickness of no, the font they changed the font size for the middle, or not middle, the first and second line. Here lie the vestiges of the old electric town, Akiba's conscious, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoids stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all these electronics got my blood pumping. Have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. Storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff." Then I have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeepers seem to be ignoring me. Must be more open-minded than I thought, or maybe they just don't care. I search each store in turn, but turn up neither hide nor hair of an IP-15100. What do I... The ringing of my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. Yo, relax, bro. Over here bugging out for no reason. Mayuri.
もしもし、俺だ。
てってるー、マユシーで。
直通回線でかけるなと言ったはずだ。盗聴されている可能性があるのだぞ。うかつな真似はするなと言っている。それでそちらの状況は？
オカリンオカリン、マユシーはオカリンが何言ってるか全くついていけないよ。
要するに何の用だと言っているのだ。
わかりにくい。ねえねえ、今どこにいるの？
作戦行動中だ。
たくさん子供中？
作戦行動中。 IBN5100 を探し回っているのだ。
そっか、そうなんだ。でもマユシーはすごい話を聞いちゃったのです。聞きたい？
有益な情報なら聞こ
じゃあメイクインに来て、待ってるからね。
う。おい、電話で話せ。おい、マユリ。なぜわざわざメイクインに行かねばならんのだ。
Oh, my fault. Over here not reading. There you go. I complain, but it's less than a 10-minute walk. Whatever. I haven't had lunch, so I guess I'll eat while I'm there. May Queen Neon Squared. There's a handwritten sign outside bakery that says today's the Ferris Cup, Neon. I'm trying to figure out what that means.
Okari!
Mayuri trots up to me in full maid regalia. She has a convenience store bag in hand.
マユシーはね、お昼休憩でコンビニに行ってたのです。
There you go. Then Mayuri takes out her pocket watch, Pockety. She checks the time.
休憩って言ってもね、あと5分くらいしかないんだよ。
It's 7, okay. Now there's only 5 minutes. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Mayuri squats next to the stairs.
それはご苦労。で、すごい話とは一体何だ？
その前にご飯。
She takes some fried chicken out of the convenience store bag as she speaks. The aroma of chicken stirs my appetite.
一個くれ。
いいよ。
She skewers a piece of chicken on a toothpick and holds it out for me.
はい、どうぞ。
店先でよくそんな真似ができるな。メイドとしての自覚が足らんぞ。
自覚？
お前はここでは椎名真由里ではなくマユシーニャンニャンなのだ。 なのに店先で俺に「はいなどということをするのはこの店を訪れるすべてのご主人様たちに対する裏切り行為とみなされるだろう。
That is true. And also, to be fair, he's a grown man. You don't need to do that for him.
あ、そっか。あのね、マヨシーはあんまり深く考えてなかったよ。
With that, I take the chicken off the toothpick by hand and throw it into my mouth. Delicious. Not as good as juicy chicken number 1 though.
それですごい話とは一体何だ。
そうそう。あのね、IBN5100 の話なの。
Oh.
まさか手がかりをつかんだのか。そうか、メイクインにあったんだな。これはなんという盲点だ、俺としたことが。
違うよ。あるわけないよ。
Damn it, don't get my hopes up like that.
あのね。
Miri has a triumphant look on her face, but I don't see where this is going
マ
at
ヨ
all.
シーはさっきバイト中に IBN5100 のことを思い出して店のみんなに聞いてみたんだ。最初はマッキーちゃんに聞いたんだけど、マッキーちゃんは PC には詳しくないんだって。
Let's see. Part-time. He changed her name. He changed her name. That's so funny. Per-time. Actually, it was our first sight. Lol, JK. Actually, I think that human beings need relationships, you know? It's a matter of life and death. What in the world are you talking about? This is who it was. Yeah, he changed her name. So then, yep, this is the first one. And what was it about? Human beings see relationships. Is that a rule that you live by? Sounds like things haven't been easy for you, part-time warrior. Yeah, saying that at 18 is kind of wild.
それにね、リサリサちゃんは PC は PC でも最近のしか知らなくって、しかもマカーだし。
まあいい、さっさと要点を話せ。お前がいかに苦労したかはどうでもいい。
つまりフェリスちゃんが知ってるっぽいよ。
何？それは本当か？
あのね、レトロ PC マニアなんだって。
フェイリスが。
The girl is seriously hardcore. I prefer to stay away from her if possible, but I'm really desperate for information. Take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。IBN5100 の手がかりをつかめそうだ。ああ、聞いて驚くな。フェイリスニャンニャンだ。あの猫娘か、レトロ PC に詳しいとはな。これは何か裏があると見るべきだろう。相変わらず人使いが荒いな。分かっている。今すぐ会いに行ってくる。もしも今日の20時までに連絡しなかったら、俺に構わずメイクインに襲撃をかけろ。すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。エルプサイコングル。
I put it on my phone, grab another piece of chicken, and look up at the May Queen's window.
唐揚げ2個目をあげるって言ってないよ。
前よりよくやった。お前からの情報は有意義に使わせてもらう。
ところでそこの看板にあるフェイリス杯というのは何だ？
My chicken.
唐揚げ。
Mayuri stuffing the remaining chicken into her mouth as fast as she can. There are tears in her eyes. Come on, it was just two.
いや、もう得ないな。情報が少ないのが不安なところだが、これより突入を開始する。マユリはここで待っていろ。1時間以内に戻らなければ、すぐにここを離れて家に帰るんだ。わかったな。
マユシはこの後もバイトだから、そんなの無理だよ。
Eddie fell asleep by hearing her checking to begin the approach.
お帰りになさいませ、ご主人様。
When I enter the cafe, it's fully occupied, unlike usual.
にゃんにゃー。今日も参加するにゃ。今日はフェイリス杯なのにゃ。
It doesn't look like she plans to explain what that is. I took my phone out again.
俺だ。調べてもらいたいことがある。フェイリス杯について。何？フェイリスを自由にできる権利をかけた殺戮のバトルロイヤルだと。どうやら俺はとんでもないところに来てしまったらしい。いや、問題ない。なんとか生き延びてみせるさ。いかなる手段を使ってもな。エルフさえこのグル。
I put it on my phone and turned to Ferris.
フェイリス杯とはバトルロイヤルなのだな。
違うにゃ。フェイリスを奴隷にできる権利をかけた殺戮のバトルロイヤルにゃ。
Isn't that what he said?
みんないけないにゃ。フェイリスのために殺し合うなんて、そんなのダメなのにゃ。もうやめてにゃ。
Ferris starts crying and wriggling her body seductively. That's some pretty good acting, but of course no one here is killing anyone.
今日もお願いにゃ。みんなを止めてにゃ。
案ずるな。俺が止めるまでもなく、みんなおとなしく席についている。
Nevertheless, the atmosphere here is different. I sense bloodlust in
マ
the
ジ
air.
な話。フェイリス杯とは何なのだ？
フェイリスとの勝負にゃ。フェイリスはみんなを同時に相手にするのにゃ。フェイリスを喜ばせてくれた人にはご褒美があるのにゃ。
I go up and look at Ferris hard.
フェイリス、本気なのか？
Going at it with all these men at the same time? She's insane. But Ferris grins. A fang-like tooth peeks out from her glistening red lips.
このままじゃフェイリスはみんなにひどい目に遭わされちゃうのにゃ。
Ferris approaches me. Her slender fingers touch my arm. What are you doing? Her caress gives me goosebumps.
今日もフェイリスを助けてにゃ。
I can't take my eyes away from her. I'm entranced. This girl has the power to bend men to her will. I must resist.
断る。
Rohan Kashibe. I shake her paws off. Phew, I was close. She has one hell of an evil eye. I barely escaped enticement, only because I am the insane mad scientist Hoi Kyoma.
俺は戦うつもりなどない。ただお前に話があってきただけだ。
参戦しないならごめんなさいだけどお帰り願うにゃ。
メイドの分際でご主人様を帰らせる気か。
今日のフェイリスはフェイリス杯主催者なのにゃ。お店に入れるのは参加者だけにゃ。
話は2分で済む。IBN
聞かないにゃ。
Ferris puts her hands over her ears. Her real ears, not her cat ears. As she laughs mischievously.
フェイリスと話したかったら今日もフェイリス杯に参加するしか方法はないにゃ。
足元を見よって。
さあどうするにゃ。 戦わなければ生き残れないにゃ。
Use any method to obtain information. It's my current mission. I have to do it, no matter what lies ahead. Alright, let me stop that real quick.
やむをえんな。その勝負受けてたと。ただし
Oh, I just realized. I am so sorry. There you go. Yeah, no, I don't know if you guys can see that actually. Let me see. Was I streaming and I'm so sorry. There you go. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know if you guys can see that actually. There you go. I touched my fingertip at the tip of Ferris's nose.
勝負した暁には
お前が知る情報を全て話してもらうぞ。
にゃにゃ、別にいいけど。じゃあご主人様、ご案内にゃんにゃん。
There you go. Alright. She sticks a name tag onto my chest. The number 28 is written on it with round, girly numbers. I cautiously let Ferris lead me to the back of the cafe and finally learn what the customers are doing. Everyone's engrossed in some kind of card game. Now I remember, the other day Ferris said that she was doing a Rhinet Access Battlers tournament. Ask the Ferris Cup. If you win, you get to eat Ferris's home cooking, or something like that. Looks like Ferris tricked me. Save me, she said. Yeah, she said. She says it all the time. Lukaka. I'd be happy to cook, but I'm afraid it might interfere with my shrine duties. Do you mind if I take some time to think it over? P.S. I was so deep in thought I didn't have to I didn't do any practice swings with Samadari. What is that down here? Weird. Alright, man. I knew she was not to be trifled with.
あれ、オカリンなんでいるん？ライネットやったことねえのに。
誰？お前ここで何をしている？セルの件はどうした？
今日ぐらい休ませてくれよ。2日連続徹夜した僕をもっといたわるべきだろう、上皇。
今にもセルンによって世界が支配されようとしているのに何をのんきな。
オカリンだってのんきにここにいるじゃん。
俺は別件できて巻き込まれたのだ。ライネットにもフェイルスの手料理にも興味はない。
The second those words leave my lips, I feel like everyone in the store is glaring at me. They want my blood. Come to think of it, the Ferris Cup was organized by Ferris, so it makes sense that only Ferris fans would participate. In other words, I'm the away team. I'm surrounded by enemies. This is something I must do. This is just one more step on my road to the IBR 5100. Obtain information using any means necessary. With that mission in mind, I sit next to Daru and softly whisper to him.
誰？オペレーションシグマだ。
なんぞそれ。
手を組もうと言っている。俺たち2人がチームを組めば最強だろう。
最強じゃねえよ。むしろ弱体化するよ。オカリンはライネッターとして度がつくぐらいの初心者だろ。
俺にとってお前はまさに右腕。
そんな心強い相棒がいてくれたのだ。もう怖いものはない。
Doe flashes his white teeth grin, or in a grin.
だが断る。足引っ張られたくないし。
He never has a sprite that smiles. He just doesn't smile.
貴様それでも仲間か。
この件に関しては敵。
裏切ったんだ。何のためにお前をスパイとしてこの店に送り込んだと思っている。
送り込まれてねえし。僕は毎日フェイリスさんのブログをチェックしてるほどの純粋かつ熱狂的なファンであって。
Suddenly, the cafe's lights dim. A song starts playing. A somewhat solemn melody with sexy and powerful female vocals. I heard this song a lot recently. Pretty sure it's the theme song to Rhinet Cockaboo.
お待たせしたにゃん。ただいまよりフェイリス杯お昼の部を始めるにゃ。
Ferris appears in the spotlight. The previously peaceful audience instantly explodes in excitement. Everyone's... oh man. Everyone stands up and shouts in unison with their fists raised skyward.
どうもにゃ。どうもにゃ。
Ferris responds to the Salsa Joe with a wave of her hand, then clears her throat.
ルールは簡単。フェイリスがみんなと一人ずつライネットで勝負するにゃ。フェイリスは頑張って10人までなら同時にお相手できるのにゃ。ちなみにフェイリスに勝った人にはご褒美として手料理を作ってあげるにゃ。そんじゃみんな楽しんで勝負しようね。
Lots are drawn to determine the order we face Ferris. Seems like there are 28 participants, including me. Ferris will face 10 people at the same time, so she divides us into 3 rounds. I'm in the 3rd round.
グボー。フェイリス強いよ、フェイリス。
The one time we get a CG is with this goofball tournament, bro. And we rarely get CGs, man. This is hilarious. We get to see though how big Daru really is. He is one big SOB. Daru, a first round participant, was insta-killed by Ferris. How weak, and he said I was gonna be the burden. No, maybe Ferris is just too strong. Rhinet access battles are similar to chess. There's a special board where you compete using pieces arranged in rows. The rules are fairly complicated, but basically, the point is to get your pieces into the enemy camp. Whoever gets the most pieces into the enemy camp wins. Ferris is playing against 10 people at once. She moves from table to table in a circle, taking one move at each before proceeding to the next. In Go, Shogi, and chess, it's called a simultaneous exhibition. High-level players hold up to demonstrate their skill, and Ferris does indeed seem to be highly skilled. Just as Daru said, what is wrong with her eyebrow here? Oh, give me 1 second, please. Ferris, I already read that. Okay. Outside of the first round, participants are annihilated within 15 minutes.
やふふみんなもうちょっと頑張ってほしいにゃ。
Damn you, Ferris, don't get caught, don't get penisy. I'll lean back against the wall and silently watch round 2. Why not just ask my Yuri? There you go.
フェリスちゃん、すごく強いね。
Mayuri returns from her break with a drink in hand and whispers to me.
マユシーはライネットの腕前からきしだからね。
Never mind.
すごく羨ましいよ。
強くなったらどうなるのだ？
オカリ、今はね、ライネットアクセスバトラーズは秋葉どころか世界規模のブレンドなんだよ。
Blend. So it's coffee?
トレンドだろ。
それだからね、強くなったらきっとちびっ子たちの英雄になれるよ。
英雄か。悪くない響きだな。
それにね、ウーパがとっても可愛いの。
Upa, as everyone knows, is Rhinet's mascot character. These days, he's more popular than that electric yellow rat. Hey, don't you dare say that.
待て、その論視展開はおかしい。ライネットが強くなることとウーパが可愛いことは関係ないだろう。
I guess they're related in my Yuri's mind. She must be after those limited Upa plushies they give out to participants in official tournaments. You'll never become as strong as with such impure intentions, Mayuri. Welcome to Naraka. What sin do you cherish the most? Vanity. How vain. My name and my face are all that I possess. Yet who can say they truly knew you?
エリスちゃんはとっても忙しいから公式大会に出る暇もないんだけど、きっと世界でもトップレベルの腕前だと思うんだ。
If that's the case, those faceless rabble participating in the Ferris Cup are unworthy opponents. Just as expected, round 2 ends the same as round 1. Nobody's even close to Ferris's level.
にゃんにゃん、みんなごめんにゃ。でもフェイリスはライネットで手加減したら相手に失礼だと思ってるにゃ。それにフェイリスが求めているのは真剣勝負なんだにゃ。
フェイリスだ。マジパネス。僕らじゃ勝てねえ。勝てるわけがなかったんだ。
A thick mood of defeat has already spread across the challengers. Some of them are even on their knees in shame. This scene I do remember though. How could I ever forget?
ざまあないな、貴様ら。
I stride to the front of the crowd. I nonchalantly meet Ferris's questioning gaze.
真打ちというのは最後に出てきてこそだ。ダルよ、お前に教えてやる。真の男の戦い方というものをな。
オカリン、まさか何か秘策が？
そういうことだ。作戦名は G バックとだけ言っておこう。
A loud "oh" echoes from all around me. Those cruelly defeated by Ferris and trust their hopes onto me, unto us all, the 8 round 3 participants. Avenge us, they say. I can feel their pain. It gives me strength. At first, we were enemies, but now our hearts are joined against the indomitable might of Ferris.
京馬には自信があるのかにゃ。
これまでに散っていった20人の涙、無駄にません。フェイリスよ、約束は覚えているな。この勝負が終わったらお前が知っている情報をすべて話してもらうぞ。
すげえ、オカリンのやつ初めからフェイリスに勝つ気だ。
オカリン、頑張れ。
Oh man. The crowd goes wild. They place their hopes on me. I slowly step up to the
5
table.
分だ。それまでに勝負は決するだろう。
それじゃ3巡目始めるにゃ。ライネットアクセスバトラーズデュエルアクセス。
The greatest game of all time.
参りました。
And there you go. You thought it was gonna be some cool epic battle? Nah, he just gave up. And that's it. It didn't even take 5 minutes.
オカリン弱っ。 弱すぎる。
Obviously, I never played Rhina Axis Battlers before. There's no way I can win if I don't even know the rules. By the way, I'm not alone. All 8 of the third round contestants were blown out. And thus, the tournament ends in total victory for Ferris in like less than an hour.
マユシはがっかりなのです。
結局全部ハッタリだったん？作戦名 G バックって何だったんだよおい。
京馬はまるで自爆するみたいに突っ込んできたのにゃ。
え、それってまさか。そのまさかだ。
I leap onto a chair and strike an awesome pose, bathing the losers below me and scored. Or the long faces men.
作戦名 G バックとはすなわち自爆に等しい突撃を仕掛けること。どう見てもダジャレです。本当にありがとうございました。
Yep. I don't know the rules. What else could I do?
でもなんで京馬は負けたのにそんなに偉そうなのにゃ。
まだ気づかないのかフェイリスニャンニャン。俺にとってこの戦い勝ち負けなどどうでもよかったのだ。
Oh, the way he said Ferris Nyun Nyun.
どういうことかにゃ。
俺がお前に提示した条件を覚えているか。
はにゃ。フェイリスが負けたら情報をすべて話す。
違うな、間違っているぞフェイリス。俺はこう言ったのだ。勝負した暁にはお前が知る情報をすべて話してもらうと。勝負した暁にはだ。わかるかフェイリス。俺は一言もお前に勝ったらとは言っていない。
He has a point.
この作戦は俺だからこそできたこと。この場にいる誰もがフェイリスの手作り料理という目の前の餌に釣られ勝つことにこだわりすぎていた。だが俺は違った。フェイリスの手料理などには全く興味はなかった。そのモチベーションの差こそがこの負け前提の作戦を成功に導いたのだ。
Oh man, you guys can't see me, but like I have the craziest smile on my face, not because like this bitch just succeeded, but because everybody's looking at him like he's crazy. My laughter echoes throughout the cafe, and the only one smiling is Mayuri. Everyone is staring at me in disbelief. Mayuri is the only one to applaud.
オカリンすごいね。
来たね。
That's, it
頭
is.
脳的作戦といえこれぞオペレーション G バックだ。
Sweet side, suicide, of course. I get off a chair and walk to Ferris.
さあフェイリス答えてもらおう。 IBN5100 はどこにある？
にゃ。IBN5100？
しらばっくれても無駄だ。俺は確かな筋から情報を得ているのだ。
I remember that image of the IBM 5100 Shining Fingers sent me. I bring it up on my phone and show it to Ferris.
お前が IBN5100 について知っているのは間違いない。
にゃ。そんな小難しい名前言われてもさっぱりにゃ。この写真の PC はどっかで見たことあるような気もするんやけど。
どういうことだ。お前はレトロ PC に詳しいのだろ。マユリがそう言っていたぞ。うわ、情報源明かしてるし。
はーい、マユシーが確かな筋です。詳しくはないにゃ。うちのパパが集めてたから今も家の倉庫にたくさんしまってあるけど。
つまりそこに IBN5100 が眠っているのだな。では今すぐ案内してもらおう。
それは無理にゃ。
何？なぜだ？
Ferris puts on a bewitching
あそ
smile.
こはフェイリス家にとっての聖域なのにゃ。
The Ferris clan?
入ることができるのは猫耳を持つフェイリス家の娘で巫女の修行を積んだ者だけにゃ。つまりフェイリス以外は誰も入れないのにゃ。もし無理に入ろうとすれば犬耳が生えてしまうにゃ。
そんなわけなかろうが。何が犬耳だ。
ほんとなのにゃ。フェイリス嘘は言ってないのにゃ。
I remember this part too. She suddenly starts asking like a scared little cat girl. Instantly, the air is charged from malice. I find myself surrounded by 27 Ferris fans, each glaring at me with bloodshot eyes.
卑怯だぞフェイリス。信者たちを味方につけたか。
フェイリスは本当のことしか言ってないにゃ。
The defeated are now under Ferris's complete control. They approach at a shuffle, muttering foul prayers to their cat goddess. You made Ferris cry. I'll never forgive you. Never. Ferris is my wife. Cat ears are justice. I want to chew on those cat ears. Ferris taught. I want to lick Ferris's feet. I want her to step on me so hard. Crap, these guys are serious. I need the information Ferris possesses, but I'm at too great a disadvantage now to press the attack. And then there's my personal weakness to Ferris's powers. At this rate, I might be assimilated into the Ferris cult. What do I do? I cry out and seize my right wrist.
こんな時に目覚めるんじゃない。
My right hand trembles. I show agony on my face as I try desperately to control the trembling.
今日まさか RS ライネットアンチシステムがにゃからあれほどライネットはやっちゃダメだと。
Really just be saying nonsense, bro. What? Where did that come from? He's a runner, she's a track star. I ignore Ferris and stagger towards the exit. Her worshippers let me pass. It feels as if everyone's giving me cold stares, but I don't have the time to check and make sure. I throw myself out the door into open air.
くそ。結局何も収穫がなかったか。
The throbbing in my right arm settles as soon as I leave the cafe. I guess I'll ask Daru Mayuri about Ferris some other day. Feels like all of my exhaustion has caught up with me. And to make matters worse, it's boiling hot today. Starts getting stronger as we enter August. Fed up with the heat, I wipe the sweat off my brow.
おかり
Mayuri chases after me. Oh, fair. So May Queen is on the second floor. I always thought it was on floors. Huh. She's smiling and waving at me, but her speed is clearly faster than mine.
どうした？フェイリス杯がもうお開きになったのか？
ちょっぴり抜けてきたの。この後はね、フェリスちゃんとご歓談タイムだよ。それよりね、さっきの IBN5100 の話だけど、フェリスちゃんにもう一度写真を見せて聞いてみたんだ。
いい働きだマユリ。どことの脳なしスーパーハッカーとは大違いだな。それで
フェリスちゃんが言うにはね、それは小学生になるかならないかの頃だったらしいんだけどね。秋なのにとっても寒い日で、フェリスちゃんはブルブル震えながら執事の黒木さんに手をつながれて、
前置きが長い。頼むから要点だけを話してくれ。
つまりね、お父さんのレトロ PC コレクションの一つを神社に奉納したことがあるんだって。その PC に似てるって言ってたよ。
神社だと？
It's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. Not even tangentially related.
どこの神社？
Mayuri tilts her head in confusion.
さあ、どこだろうね。
You didn't ask her?
まあいい。悪くないヒントだ。
Only shrines in Akiba are Kanda, Myojin, and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start.
よし、参りは引き続き情報活動に精を出せ。
情報？
わからないなら理解しなくていい。じゃあな。
オカリン、バイバイ。
It's adorable. Instead of returning to work, she keeps waving to me until I vanish from sight. What a sweetheart. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. When I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about a no computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine. Sorry, not there either, but I have to try.
誰だ？
What? All I can hear is noise. Wrong number? No. Maybe.
機関だな。警告のつもりか。これ以上セルンに手を出すなと言いたいのか。
は？
Is this Maki-se? Oh, it's a woman's voice. And she clearly doesn't understand what I'm talking about.
機関の人間ではないのか。
違うわよ。マキセです。
Yep.
マッキーセ？
Who? I think I remember this voice from somewhere.
悪いが思い出せない。どこで出会ったのか教えてくれ。パリかロンドンか。
秋葉原よ。つい昨日もあったろうが。
Yesterday? Maki-se. Maki-se.
おお、助手。
助手じゃない。マキセ・クリス。
クリスティーナと言ってくれないとわからないではないか。
クリスティーナでもねえよ。何度言わせんのよ。
お前は相変わらずキャンキャンとうるさいな。
誰のせいだ。誰の。
ちょっと待って。お前なぜ俺の電話番号を知っている？
Something's not right here. It's not like Curtis is free of suspicion. She could still be a spy.
橋田さんに教えてもらったの。
なんだ、つまらんオチだな。それでどうかしたのか助手？
助手じゃないって言っとろうが。はあ、反論するのもバカらしくなってきた。あんた今どこ？
柳林神社に向かっているところだが。
I remember this scene. I remember this scene now. Oh man, what a time to be alive, man.
あ、そう。じゃあね。
あ、え？あ？なんだ今の？嫌がらせか？嫌がらせなのか？
How dare my assistant treat me like this? I should scold her most harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all of that just because she was published in a major journal.
サイエンス誌に論文が載ったからなんだというのだ。
いきなり何よ。
When I arrive at Yanabayashi Shrine, I find my assistant waiting there for some reason. She glares at me with her usual
さ
frown.
っきの電話はなんだ？
あんたの居場所を聞いただけ。それでここに向かってるって言うから来た。
誰も呼んでいないのだが。
私も呼ばれた覚えはない。
I guess. Why is she always in such a bad
なぜ
mood?
俺に会いに来たの？
会いたくて会いに来たんじゃないから。勘違いしないで。
He just keeps those abusive words coming.
昨日別れ際に言われたことが気になって。
何のことだ？
IBN5100。それにセルン。
貴様、機関ではなくセルンのスパイだったか。
この俺を殺しに来たのだな。そんなことだろうと思っていた。いかにも人を殺しそうな顔をしているからな。
どんな顔よ、失礼だな。あんた少しは落ち着いたら。いつもふざけたことばかり言って、とても私より年上には見えない。
Oh. Oh, okay, that's what I was saying. Not really. I don't like relying on people. I can handle myself. Lamau. I guess it's a pride thing. It's inconsistent to say that relationships are important, but you don't like relying on others. He has a point.
落ち着くか。お前には分かるまい。常に身の危機にさらされ、逃亡に次ぐ逃亡を重ねてきた。これまでの俺の人生。
ええ、そんなヨタ話は全くわからない。
俺に喧嘩を売りに来たのか？
IBN5100 とセルンって組み合わせに興味が湧いただけよ。
そうではなく、お前が興味を持ったのはセルンでタイムマシン研究が行われていることだろ。素直になれ。
うるさいな。タイムマシンになんか興味ないわよ。それより IBN5100 は見つかったの？
それを確かめに来た。
Curse looks up at the Yanabayashi Shrine's small archway.
神社に？
そうだ。
Then, with perfect timing, a beautiful boy dressed in Miko garb appears from the nearby shrine office, holding a bamboo broom.
京馬さん、こんにちは。
ルカ子よ。お前、例のものはどうした？
妖刀さみだれのことですか？
常に携帯しろと言っておいたはずだ。
すみません。でも掃き掃除の時は邪魔になるので。
掃き掃除の最中に乗っ取られたらどうするつもりだ？誰も助けてはくれんぞ。
そうですね。以後気をつけます。ねえ、さっきから二人で何の話をしてるのよ。
Kako finally notices Curse and gives me a puzzled look.
こちらの方は
助手だ。
違うわよ。ていうか何よその適当な紹介の仕方は。
俺は事実を述べたまでだ、クリスティーナ。
日本の方じゃないんですか？日本の方です。
それよりルカ子、お前の父上と話を。
待て！紹介しなさいよ、ちゃんと。
紹介されたいのか？ちゃんと。
この状況で紹介されない方が不自然だろうが。
俺はお前をルカ子に紹介するためにここに来たのではない。
紹介するぐらい10秒もかからないのに、あくまで拒否するんか、あんたは。喧嘩は。
Lukaku's flustered. Looks like he thinks we're fighting.
こいつはマキセ・クリス、助手だ。
もういい。もう助手でいい。よろしくお願いします、マキセさん。漆原ルカです。よろしく。おいくつなの？今年で17です。私の1個下か。そうなんですか？マキセさん、とても大人っぽくて1歳違いには見えないんです。
つまり老け顔ということだな。
She glares at me.
いえ、違います綺麗だっていう意味ですから。サンクス。あなたはとても可愛らしいと思うわ。
But he's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. The shock from learning the truth might be enough to make her go back to America.
くだらん社交辞令は終わったか。
いちいち言い方がムカつくわね。
ならばルカ子よ、お前の父上とお話ししたい。呼んできてはくれまいか。
はい、いいですけど、お父さんにお話って。
これは人類の未来に関わる重大な要件なのだ。
人類の未来？すぐ呼んできます。
Lukako races into the shrine office. He believes just about everything I say. He's really easy to deal with, unlike my rebellious assistant. Bless you.
やだ、風邪ひいたかな。
Curse is sniffling should keep her too occupied to scold me for now. Or to scold me for a while. Lukako's father soon appears. Lukako is pretty flustered. He's practically dragging his father behind him.
お父さん、早く早く。
And there
ちょっ
he
と待っ
is.
てくれ。そんなにせかされても転んでしまうよ。
Sosuke Aizen. Here he is. Oh my gosh. Sosuke Aizen. Give me 1 second, please. But yep, alright, anyway, so yeah, Sosuke Aizen, or at least he looks like it. It's not an original thought. It's not an original thought. Nico said it first, but I can't stop thinking about it ever since he said it like all those years ago.
だって人類の未来がかかっているんだよ。
そうか。それは大変だな。
I met Lukako's father several times before. He's a gentle, respectable adult, with the exception of how he raised Lukako. Apparently, the reason Lukako wears Miko garb is because his father requested it. Maybe his dad's a pervert. Nah, it's not like I mean to mock the, or excuse me, no, it's not like I mean to mock the Shinto priesthood or anything like that.
いやあ、法王院くん、久しぶり。いつもルカがお世話になっていますね。
いえ、こちらこそ。
彼の名前は法王院じゃなくて岡部ですよ。
え、そうなのですか？
ジョッシュ、話がややこしくなるから喋るな。
事実を言っただけじゃない。
What does she come here for?
ルカから法王院君だと聞かされていたからすっかりそう信じていたが、いやー、もしかしてこれはルカに一杯食わされたかな。
お父さん、そうじゃなくて、岡部さんは本名で法王院という名前は
俺は法王院です。
岡部倫太郎って親がつけてくれた名前でしょ。それを否定するの？
いいから黙れ、ザ・ゾンビ。
誰がゾンビだ。
仲が良くていいですね。
Luca's dad looks like
あなたも
Curtis too.
ルカのお友達ですか？これからもルカと仲良くしてやってくださいね。
私は。
この子は見ての通りとても可憐な子ですから。
お父さん、やめてよ。
Curtis looks like she's gonna cry for some reason. It's really sweet. That's really sweet. What's wrong? She said that Luca's father assumes she's a friend. Curtis notices my stare and quickly turns away.
それで法王院君、私に何か用事だとか。
That's right. This is no time for idle chatter. This meeting will shape the course of Ragnarok. The future of mankind is, well, whatever. I'm a mad scientist, not some sort of hero. Sorry, give me 1 second, please. I gotta find the stream again. Holy Kyomada. How long have I been going for? 2 hours. 2 hours. I can go for more. I explained to Lukaku's father how I need the IBM 5100. And then I asked him if the retro PC was donated to Yarabayashi Shrine. Of course, I didn't disclose any classified information, like how he planned to hack CERN or how this is all related to time machine research.
奉納という言い方がふさわしいかどうかは分かりませんが、この神社には確かに9年ほど前に預けられた古い PC がありますよ。
No way, really?
それだ。それに間違いないです。
ちょっと待っていてください。今持ってきましょう。
Dang, I remember this actually. He's pretty strong to be carrying that alone. Gaku's father comes back in about 10 minutes. His face is bright red and he's carrying a large cardboard box. His gait is fairly unsteady. Wonder if he'll be okay.
探すのに手こずってしまいました。おそらくこれだと思います。
I remember, not to get off topic too much, but I remember my family had like a little like Windows 99 like era PC. Like it was, no, not even 99, like honestly, well no, yeah, 99, like around there, like, well no, excuse me, not 99, 97, Windows 97 era PC. And it was just a straight brick, like it was insane, like straight cinder block looking. It was wild. But yeah, anyways, Luca's dad places the box on the ground and takes a deep breath and rubs as he rubs his back. Was it that heavy? I think I'm gonna take a look inside.
これが IBN5100。
Inside a simple computer with an integrated monitor. The monitor is only about as big as a GPS screen. I compare it to the IBM 5100 image I got from Shining Finger. They look very similar.
ここを見てください。
Lukaku points to the logo between the tape drive and the monitor. Let's see. What is a tape drive? I don't know. Tape drive. Before the invention of a floppy disk, data was stored on magnetic cassette tapes. Flash life drives to read those tapes were the norm for computers in the 1970s. It says IBM 5100 portable computer.
我ついに秋葉の都市伝説を解明する。
Man, Okabe's been getting lucky. So lucky. What a... Wow. This is the Phantom PC of Akihabara. Akihabara. It's in excellent condition. It's only a thin layer of dust on it. But it looks like we'll need to plug it in to see if it works. Now the problem is whether Lukaku's father will lend it to me.
漆原担当直入にお聞きしたいのですが、この PC を貸してもらうことは可能ですか？
いいですよ。
そんなあっさりと。
Is it okay for a priest to just lend property out like that? Items which were donated to the shrine? I never heard of anything like that, so I was expecting him to refuse.
これを私どもに預けた方から当時言われたのですよ。いつかこのパソコンをどうしても必要だとする若者が現れるから、その時は心よく貸してもらって構わないとね。
Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
まさか本当にこうして現れるとは思いませんでしたよ。というか、私もそのことづてのことはついさっきまで忘れていたぐらいです。ですから、これは法王院君にお貸ししましょう。ただし、使い終わったら必ず返してくださいね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
I bowed deeply, but in my heart I'm grinning like a madman. I can't stop laughing. Things are going better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Now certain secrets will be laid bare. We can expose their wicked research, and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. And then I can complete the first time machine in human history. Now I have to get the IBM 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport. In fact, I don't even have a license. Don't worry, Okabe, that's fine. I didn't get my license until I was 20. For reference, I'm 22. Same goes for my assistant.
アメリカでは16歳から普通免許を取れるというではないか。にもかかわらず持っていないのか？
何よ、悪い？向こうじゃ研究漬けだったのよ。
青春を無駄に過ごしているな。
あんたを見てるとそうとも思えないけど、むしろ私の方がよっぽど有意義な過ごし方してると思う。
Wow, that's mean. Touche.
喧嘩は良くないです。
The Kako's flustered again.
ルカ子、今日は助かった。改めて父上には礼を言っておいてくれ。
Lukako's dad has already returned to the shrine office. Lukako nods.
あなたのお父さん、素敵な人ね。
Lukako and I freeze at my assistant's nonchalant words.
お父さんは結婚してまして。
Oh, his voice cracking.
不倫は良くないです。
Oh, Lukako, Lukako.
はい。
そうか、助手よ。お前は親父好きだったか。
待った。二人とも勘違いするな。そういう意味じゃない。お父さんは渡せません。
Oh, Lukako, please stop. You're gonna make me cry. I won't give up my father. Not now.
泣かないでよ。私が言ったのは親子で仲が良くて羨ましいなってこと。 それ以上の意味はないから。そうでしたか。すみません、変な勘違いして。僕はなんで失礼なことを。だから泣かないでよ。誤解が解けたならもうそれでいい。
だが心の奥底ではルカパパへの募る思いが
ねえよ。
Christina turns away. I decided to leave it at that. Hanging her any further could lead to violence.
ルカ子、さみだれでの素振りを忘れるなよ。
はい、頑張ります。エルサイコングルー。
コングルーだ。いい加減覚えろ。
すみません。ちょっとあんた、女の子をいじめるなんて最低じゃない？
I wouldn't know. Lukaku is a guy, after all. I ignore Christina and lift up the box with the IBM 5100 inside. I can barely get it off the ground. I put it down for now. Now I know why Lukaku's dad was red in the face when he brought this thing in.
そんなに重いんですか？なんじゃくね。CRT のモニタぐらいの大きさなのに。
ならばお前が持ってみるがいい。俺の言葉が間違いではないとわかるはずだ。
Curious to size, grasps those ends of the cardboard box and moves. She strains with all her might, but gives out without lifting it even a centimeter.
すごく重いです。
She blushes lightly, but still maintains her usual frown. My assistant seems to have a strong competitive spirit.
30キロくらいあるんじゃない？これ。台車か何か借りた方がいいかもね。漆原さん、この神社に台車ない？あるんですけど、実は壊れちゃってて。すみません。そう。他に借りられそうなところは？
いや、台車は必要ない。
だったらどうやって持って帰るの？ここからあんたのボロラボまで歩くと10分くらいかかるわよ。
一人では重すぎてきついかもしれないが、二人ならば別だ。俺とお前で持っていけばいい。そのための助手だろう。
このためなのか。まあ二人で運ぶならなんとかなるかもね。だが断る。
え？
断るって言ったのよ。
だが断ると言ったか？
うるさいな。そうよ、断ったのよ。
But I refuse is a famous manga quote. Concurs to be an at-channeler.
私はもともと知識を貸すってことでラボ面にさせられたのよ。よってこの場合、次の回を導ける。力仕事は無理。
そうか。では仕方ない。とりあえず俺は頑張って運ぶつもりだが。
I glance to Lukaku. He twitches when he notices my look, then timidly raises his hand with tears in his eyes.
じゃあ僕が。え？漆原さんが？大丈夫なの？はい、頑張ります。
I can't believe he twitched. Oh, what a sweetheart.
いや、ルカ子、お前に手伝わせるわけにはいかん。俺が一人で何とかする。
Oh my gosh, bro. Okabe. Good lord.
いえ、そんな遠慮しないでください。僕、岡部さんのお役に立ちたくて。
あ、いや、俺が一人で。
僕も手伝います。じゃあ私も。
あ、どうぞどうぞ。
That part always fries me, bro. That part always fries me. He spares no second. Please, go right ahead. Oh my gosh, bro. I can't.
知らなかったのかクリスティーナ。これこそがジャパニーズギャグというものだ。
Oh man.
ずる。
Ooh, man.
ルカ子よ。
Luca.
協力ご苦労。というわけで、この PC は俺と助手で運ぶから、お前は手伝わなくてもいいぞ。好意だけ受け取っておく。
Oh my goodness, man. Oh man, this is so funny. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just. There you go. Had to wish, or not wish list, save Steins Gate 0 for when I watch them. I am going to be making a video on them, so don't worry.
はい、そういうことでしたら。
さあ助手、自分から立候補した以上、もう拒否することは許さんぞ。持て、今すぐ持て。
はいはい。
Oh man. And there's another CG. I think this one is justified though. Let's analyze it real quick. So, actually there's nothing to analyze except that the colors are a little different. That, and we also get to see Okabe, which we rarely do. But this is the face that be talking wild. Man does not have facial hair. Kurisu and I lift up the cardboard box. The burden is considerably easier when distributed between two people.
なんで私たちお見合い状態なわけ？
We're positioned so that we're looking at each other, but there's no other way to hold it. So what can you do?
いいから行くぞ。
I start to walk out of the shrine.
待て！
なんだ、うるさいやつだな。
あんたね、前に進まないでよ。私が後ろ歩きしなくちゃいけないでしょ。横に動きなさい。
いいからキビキビ動け、助手。
聞いて、頼むから聞いて。後ろ歩きはさすがに無理。
助手ならばできるはずだ。
期待してくれてどうも。でも無理。横歩きに変更求む。つうかしろ、変更しろ。転んじゃうから。
It's dark, but it's how we get to the lab. It's normally less than 15-minute walk, but since Kurisu kept bugging to take breaks, it ended up taking twice as long.
やっと着いた。疲れた。
お前がああだこうだと文句を言わなければ、
もっと早くついていたのだ。
その言葉、そっくり返してやる。あんただって5回は途中で休憩しようって言った。
あれは俺の体の不調だ。
どこか悪いの？
ああ、たまに右腕がうずくのだよ。そうすると俺の心はどす黒い破壊衝動に支配され。
うっさい黙れ。あんたの右腕の末梢神経も含めて根こそぎ引き抜くぞ。
Oh goodness. Holy crap, there's something wrong with this girl. Rip out my nerves. That's like something from last year's new gen incidents. Alright, new gen incidents. Fictional. the popular name for the string of bizarre serial murders that occurred in Shibuya 1 year ago. A total of 14 people died in all 7 incidents. The methods of murder were complete or entirely unorthodox, which led to its cult popularity among the youth of Shibuya. The mass media dubbed this new generation madness. A 25-year-old man was arrested as the culprit, who passed away in the Shibuya earthquake immediately afterwards. To this day, rumors remain on the internet that he was not the true culprit. Okay, I'll shut up. Let's bring the IBN 5100 into the lab. The final barrier awaits. We have to ascend this rickety building's narrow staircase.
助っ人呼んだ方がいいんじゃない？
そうだな。
I checked the window. The lab lights are on.
あれ？
Part-time warrior comes out of the Brontube workshop with perfect timing.
岡部倫太郎じゃん。何運んでんの？
聞きたいのか？では教えよう。
待った。立ち話するならひとまず段ボール下ろさない？
いや別に立ち話をする必要はないぞ。
ほんで何なのそれ？
IBN5100 と言ったらどうする？
嘘！すごい！手に入れたんだ。やるね岡部倫太郎。
I wish she stopped calling me by my full name. If she's gonna do that, she should at least call me Oin Kiyoma.
どこ？どこにあった？重いんだけど。
Kurisu starts giving in. I'm about to live it
一
too.
旦下ろせ。
Kurisu and I place it on the ground gently, so as not to damage the contents.
ね、どこにあったの？
柳林神社だ。
柳林神社？あ、神社って神の社？
ああ。
なんだってそんなところに。
Then suddenly, Suzuha looks at Kurisu.
あ、
She gasps, then approaches Kurisu until they're close enough to feel each other's breath.
なんですか？牧瀬クリス？そうだけど。
For some reason, she stares at Kurisu with frightful intensity. Kurisu narrows her eyes in opposition. What's going on here? Can't move a muscle. The air's so thick with tension.
なんなの？私、あなたに何かしました？
Suzuha turns away and without looking back, disappears into the Brontube workshop.
今の誰？
Now Kurisu demands answers from me.
1階のブラウン管工房のバイトだ。
なんで私睨まれたわけ？
知らん。お前が何か怒らせるような真似をしたのではないのか？
彼女とは今初めて会ったのに失礼な人ね。
Kurisu picked a fight with me after the first time we met too. That was a hallucination, so I didn't say anything. I get Dara in my ear to come down and help us, and the 4 of us carry the IBM 5100 upstairs.
みんなご苦労。これで俺たちは戦える。
戦うって誰と？
セル、そして世界を牛耳る支配構造とだ。
あんたって本当に幸せそうね。
幸せ？そんなものは望んでいないさ。俺を誰だと思っている？
狂気のマッドサイエンティストだぞ。俺が手に入れたい混沌、そのためのタイムマシンだ。
ごめん、言い直す。あんたって本当にベータエンドルフィン過剰分泌によるジャンキーね。
Alright, beta endorphin. A A neurotransmitter secreted by the brain effectively suppresses pain and stress, producing euphoria. The effect known as runner's high can be explained by the secretion of the beta endorphins.
オカリンオカリン、悪いことはダメっていつも言ってるのに。
けどすげえよ、マジで見つけてくるなんて。僕たちにできないことを平然とやってのける、そこにしびれる。
憧れないけどね。
え
For a moment, there is complete silence.
見つけられたのはね、マユシーのお手柄なんだよ。
Mayuri, as oblivious as always, puffs out her chest of pride. But I don't miss Kurisu's relieved sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes, simply what I think it means.
マユシー情報がなかったら、オカリンは今も秋葉の街をふらふらさまよってたんだもん。
ああ、マユリの言う通りだ。今回ばかりはよくやってくれた。
ということで、マユシーはそろそろ帰るね。クリスちゃんはどうする？途中まで一緒に帰ろう。
ありがとう。でももうしばらくここにいるわ。
Looks like Kurisu's interested in IBM 5100 and CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet.
そっか。あんまり遅くならないうちに帰った方がいいよ。じゃあまた明日ね。トゥットゥルー。
Mayuri waves her hand as she leaves.
それでダル、 IBN5100 はいつからセルンへのハッキングに使えそうだ？
そうだな。
Daru talks as he plugs in the IBM 5100's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on, and the power supply begins to make a turbulent noise.
すげえ、ちゃんと電源ついた。まずこいつの使い方を覚えなきゃなんだぜ。そもそも配線つなげたりも大変そうだし、ちょっと時間かかるかも。サーバー管理者の ID 探しと同時進行は無理っぽ。
構わん。ID 探しを優先させてくれ。できれば今月中に IBN5100 を使えるようにはしてもらいたいところだが。
今月ってまだ30日丸々残ってんじゃん。さすがに来月まではかからねっつうの。
That's my super hacker. Ah, man, what a beast. What a pervert, but what a beast. What a beast. I gotta find that video of the guy, I think, reviewing sea anemones. There you go. I'm sorry for taking so many breaks. Got this one. Shout out Corey Kenshin, but that's not the video I'm looking for. Where's what's it called? Where is it? I'm sorry it's taking so long. I'm just trying to find the what's it called? What's it called? Dang, what's it called, man? Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me so much. I'm not gonna be able to find it now because it's been too long. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but it was basically a meme that was like not ranking sea anemones, but like sea creatures. And one of them was like, can't forget about Lorp, what a beast. Can't forget about, dang, like I forgot their names, but it was so funny. Anyways, regardless, I'm yapping now. We're getting close to the end of the chapter, so I'm gonna keep playing until that happens.
それで
Have you found any lead yet? Or any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBM 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you find anything, Monica.
ちょっと岡部
Huh?
Oh. I look up. Curse is glaring at me.
今なんて言った？
岡部って言ったのよ。
岡部だと。
Oh my gosh. I take one step towards Kurisu. And she takes a step back.
オカリン、タンマ。
Daru tries to hold me back, but I shake him off and take a step closer. Kurisu doesn't step back this time. By taking her eyes off me, she bites her lip hard and curls her hands into a fist.
今岡部と言ったか？
言ったわよ。悪い。確かに私はあんたより年下だけど、人のことクリスティーナだとかゾンビだとか呼ぶ相手がいるとき、そいつには敬意を表さないとするのが私の考えなんだから。
違う。俺は岡部ではない。ほーい、今日まだ。何度言わせればわかるのだ、クリスティーナ。
自分のこと棚に上げすぎだろ、あんた。
いい子、俺のことはほーい、あるいは今日まと呼ぶように。
お断りします。
Karisu snaps at me and turns away. This is one of those moments where Okabe gets too locked into the roleplay. He didn't realize how scary and imposing he looks, because at the end of the day, right, like men and women have different like general builds, and you know, I mean that as like your base build when you're born. If you transition into a different gender, that's different, you know, that's a different category in and of itself. But like what your gender was at birth, men and women have different builds, and so for women they're generally smaller than men. Not to say that they can't be taller, but generally they're smaller, as you know, shown in this game, where Mayuri, Makise, Suzuha, Ferris, they're all small in comparison to like what's the word, like well, not even small, like in general, like in the women's height, like they're smaller compared to like Okabe and Daru and Mr. Brown and stuff like that, and like Kukako's father. Like they're all like 5'7" and above, compared to the women who are like 5'2" and below, or like 5'4" and below. And so when you have Okabe who's 5'9", which, you know, being that tall in Japan is pretty, like, that's tall. Like, that's imposing, especially like when you approach a woman like that, like that's scary. And you know, like there's different expectations for men and women. Like, you know how like men can walk outside versus women who can't walk outside because that's a danger to their safety. This is one of those examples. And so him being 18, you know, he in a sense he's still a kid. You know, he's on the border of like, I just transitioned into an adult, but I still have a kid mindset. He didn't realize that like what he just did was really scary for her. And that's not even bringing into like history or like lore to the character. As a man and a female, as a cis man and a cis female, excuse me, that's really scary. And so it just went over his head. And that's one of those moments that, like, to me, it's like Okabe took it a little too far. Like that's a little too much. And not even like as the writer did it. No, like as Okabe as a character, which I actually do like as a character flaw. That like sometimes he just gets too engrossed into his role play that we're like, he almost believes it, or not almost believes it, like he genuinely believes it and gets too far to where it transcends being like a joke. And that's just interesting to me. But yeah. Anyways, that was just my 2 cents. Are those tears I see in her eyes?
もしかして泣いたのか？
泣いてないわよ、バカ。男の人に怖い顔で迫られて恐怖を感じちゃったりなんかしてないし、その後のあんたのバカゼリフにホッとして涙が出ちゃったわけでもないからな。
See what I'm talking about? Literally bar for bar, just what I explained. Like it's like for I don't know if anybody's watching. Let me see. If someone is, then you know. Let me see. So I can make sure that like I say this with a renewed sense of purpose. Nah, just kidding. Let me see if anybody's watching. There you go. Nah, nobody is. But yeah, what's it called? If somebody watches this VOD in the future, just if you're a younger viewer, or you know, even if you're an adult, some people just do need to hear this. And I'm not saying it's like, oh, I'm above other people or anything like that. No, it's just more like something that should be practiced if you're a man. Like, excuse me, if you're an adult man. Understand how you carry yourself around the opposite gender, or better yet, around like opposite gender and children as well. Because how you present yourself, of course, is up to interpretation by the other person. But last thing you want to do is to scare other people by how you present yourself, especially if that isn't your intent. If that's your intent, then you know, I can't say anything to that, because if that's how you want to present yourself, then go ahead. But also understand that there's consequences to that. But if you're, let's just say, I guess, for lack of better words, a reasonable adult male, understand that this can happen if you aren't careful with how you present yourself. Be understanding, be confident, and move with intention and purpose, but don't do so with a lack of regard for other people. You know, understand that this could be a byproduct of that. So you know, just a little word of advice, if anything. I just like this line right here, man. Like, even though it's so like blatantly like you know what she's saying, it's so powerful. I really like this line. And I like how Daru too. Like, you'll see this later on in the series, but like Daru really like, he's not afraid to put Okabe in check in the sense of like, hey man, you're taking it too far, like relax. Like, he's the only other guy in the lab, so he kind of has to. And I really like how they showed that here, like, hey man, like relax, what are you doing? But yeah, anyways, I just really nice, really like powerful scene. Anyways, she stalks over to the window and stares outside. I see her wipe her eyes with the back of her hand. Seems like she was crying after all.
誰よ助手はなぜ泣いている
今本人が全部説明したわけだが
Yeah, no, legit, like she explained
俺
it
は名前の
perfectly.
間違いを正しただけだ
強気に見えて意外と打たれ弱いのかもそれはそれで燃えるけど
Alright, Daru, I just complimented you, man, come on. Oh, whatever. Back to checking mail. But I'm thirsty from this hard day's work. So before that, I take a fresh Dr. People out of the fridge.
ねえ、話を聞かせてくれないの？
I toss the bottle to Kurisu when she turns around. Kurisu tries to catch it, but fails magnificently. She picks up the bottle off the floor, then shoots me a
そ
glare.
れでも飲んで少し待っていてくれ
お気遣いありがとう。
Just like I mentioned before, though, Okabe isn't so daft that he understands. Like, he wouldn't understand that he did something wrong. So in his own way, he shows concern. I need to send a reply to Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. I got the goods. Over. I send as concise a message as possible.
さて
I turn back to Kurisu. The reply comes so far out of my mouth. I turn around in less than 5 seconds. She must have her phone in hand 24/7. It's the only possible explanation. Gimme. That's hilarious. The IBN are the goods? You found the IBN 5100? Gimme. Sorry, but I'm not the owner. I can't just give it to you. I send that. Another instant reply. Oh. Let me borrow it. Moika. Oh, dang, hold on. I didn't see what that one was. It's easy to imagine what will happen if I lend it to her. She'll disappear, and I'll never see the IBM 5100 again. It's good on him for being conscious of that. No borrowing either. You can visit our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. The address. Add the lab's address and send the mail. No more replies come.
待たせたなクリスティーナ
I look up and see Kurisu drinking the Dr.
お
P.
お助手はドクターペッパーがいける口か
I just love that they say Dr. Pepper. Oh my gosh, bro. Dr. People. The P stands for people. Dr. PP.
本場で7年過ごしてきたからな。
なるほどお前とは委員の二友達になれそうだ
私は未成年よ。
Dr. People.
そうではないドクターペッパーを飲み交わす友達という意味だ
それ限定なのか。
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and takes another swig, signaling me to talk. And so I explain how Dara and I hacked into CERN, and how they already had the LHC in operation for 9 years, and how they successfully created mini black holes, and how it looks like they're researching time travel, and how they haven't disclosed any of that to the world. Dog, just see this in one, like, please, 2 text boxes. Kurisu's expressions grows more and more intense as she listens to the story.
確かにセルンは妙だけど、それと IBN5100 とどういう関係が？
セルンのデータベースに IBN5100 が使われているのだ。
だから
そのデータベースの情報を解読するには同じく IBN5100 を使うほかないということだ。
なんでそうわかるのよ。
とある筋からの情報だ。
I don't drop Teeter's name to do Titer's name. I had no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. Kurisu puts a finger to her lip, deep in thought.
IBN5100 云々はともかく、セルンが本当にそんな研究をしているのか確証が欲しい。
True, we didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them.
ダル、セルンのサーバー管理者のパスワードを見つけるのは時間がかかるのか？
ちょうどこれからやろうと思ってたんよ。半日はかからないんじゃね？
というわけだ。
それまで待つわ。
待つって、もう夜になってる件について。今日は一度帰って明日の朝また来れば？
He has a good point, I'm gonna
いい
lie.
え、待たせてもらう。1マイクロ秒でも早く知りたいから。
いい心がけだ。もはやセルンに隠された陰謀に魅了され、知りたくてたまらないという様子だな。
あんたたちの言うことがもし事実だとするなら、こんなふざけたことってない。セルンは世界最高の研究機関なのよ。そこが実験結果を公表せずに極秘で実験してるなんて、世界中の研究者をバカにしてる。
I'm sorry, I just want to talk about this real quick. I can't believe I really did a almost 10-hour stream. That's insane. I was really locked in.
もし事実ならだけど。
Oh, I wouldn't want Hashida to hyperventilate. I really want to cook for you, Okabe, but it's probably best if I don't. Poor Okako. She finishes by emphasizing that point again. It sounds like she believes us.
ではダル、任せたぞ。
According to Dara's research, the IBM 5100 weighs 25 kilos. For now, we leave it on the shelf in the development room. I can't see it. Probably didn't add it or anything. We carry the cardboard box to the room, half dragging it. Kurisu follows.
電話レンジ見せてもらっていい？
よかろう。
Yokazo.
あれ以来一度も再現はできてないのよね。過去へメールを送る現象、理由は把握してる？
I can only shake my head.
ちょっと試してみましょう。
Go kill me in the streets. Hey. There you go. Alrighty. Are we recording? F it. I'm cancer, so if you dance, you wouldn't want to answer this. Yeah, whatever. Hey. There you go. Alrighty. Are we recording? F it. I'm cancer, so if you dance, you wouldn't want to answer. There you go. VODs done. Save done. Yep. Curse looks around the development room.
ガラクタだらけね。
ガラクタではない。お前はまだ知らないようだから特別に教えてやる。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所がその科学力の粋を結集させて発明した栄えある未来ガジェットたちである。ここに保管されているのは未来ガジェット1号から7号までであり、電話レンジ括弧仮は未来ガジェット8号にナンバリングされるのだ。
未来ガジェットね。
Kurisu casually picks up gadget number 4, or future gadget number 4, Mode Snake, up from the shelf and stares at it.
ちょっとこれって兵器じゃないの？
未来ガジェット4号機モアッドスネークはクレイモア地雷に似せて作られた瞬間加湿器だ。
紛らわしいな。
水を入れて電源を入れればわずか数秒で大量の蒸気が吹き出すのだ。
Actually, hold on. I gotta. This is crazy. That's crazy.
やっぱりガラクタだな。
Kurisu sighs and returns the Mode Snake to the shelf.
これ借りるわよ。
Without waiting for a reply, she grabs Daru's never-worn lab coat from the shelf and puts it on gallantly.
やっぱり落ち着くな、白衣。
Overcome with emotion, I seize Kurisu's hand and grasp it firmly.
助手よ、お前は分かっているじゃないか。
何がよ、話してよ。
やはり研究開発においては白衣こそがユニフォームだよな。
I told Daru over and over, but he wouldn't wear one. My assistant is different. She put it on before I even said
や
anything.
はり俺の目に狂いはなかった。クリスティーナ、お前は最高の助手だ。
褒めてくれてるのかもしれんが、私にしてみれば侮辱されてるとしか思えんぞ。おい。
She shakes off my hand and turns her back to the.
その白衣はラボ面加入記念としてお前にプレゼントしよう。もともと誰も使っていなかったのだ。気兼ねすることはない。あるいはその白衣は元からお前に巡り合うべくして巡り合ったのかもしれん。ダルが着ようとしなかったのもまた必然。すべてはシュタインズ。
くだらないこと言ってないで実験してみましょう。
Poor Steins gate. Kurisu thrusts both hands into her lap coat's pockets, then bends down to look at the time machine not placed underneath the table. The previous experiment broke the table and even left a hole in the floor. It's a danger that will happen again if we successfully reproduce the discharge phenomenon. So unfortunately, we have to leave it on the floor for now.
これって電子レンジの方は何もいじってないんでしょ？
I point at the X68,000 or 68,000. There's code on the screen.
常時ターミナルモードにしてやる。どんな設定にもできるのだ。市販されている電子レンジよりも無茶をさせることも可能だ。
放電現象が起きた時はどんな設定にしてた？
特に何も。出荷時設定のままだった。
バナナもらうわよ。
The bunch of bananas only has 3 bananas left.
それは前売りのものだ。
だったらあんたに許可取らなくていいわね。明日新しいバナナ買ってくることにしてと。
Kurisu takes one banana from the bunch, squats down and places it inside the phone wave, and accepts the change. She begins to type on her phone. She pushes send, and the phone wave, named subject to change, begins to turn backwards. After 120 seconds, the chime rings.
何も起きてない。
The banana is still in the microwave, unjellified. Kurisu yelps as she tries to take out the banana, and quickly draws back her hand. She starts blowing on her fingers.
温められてるわ。
レンジが普通に動作したということか。
The truth is, the hidden function Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. Undaunted, Kurisu throws in a new banana and once again begins reverse rotation for 120 seconds. But the second banana warms up too. We can't reproduce the jellification phenomenon, much less send mail to the past.
どういうことだ。
やっぱりこの前起きたことはイレギュラーだったっていうことか。
イレギュラーだろうがなんだろうが原因を究明せねばならない。
それには同意。
We agree for once, but Kurisu's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. My assistant here wants to disprove my theory that the phone wave, named subject to change, is in fact a time machine.
この前の実験ではちぎられたバナナは 電話レンジカッコ仮で120秒間を過ごした後、バナナの房へとゲル化して瞬間移動した。これは120秒前の状態に戻ったと考えるべきだ。
違う。120秒前の状態に戻るならゲル化はしない。
So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time.
唐揚げはゲル化せずに冷凍状態へと戻ったのだぞ。
そのゲル化せずに冷凍状態へ戻ったっていうロジックも怪しい。冷凍されていただけでゲル化そのものは起きていた可能性については検証した？
No, I didn't. I think my ear ate the refrozen chicken.
塩に関してはゲル化はしなかった。
何も変化しなかったって定義すべき。
この前の放電現象が発生した後、徹夜で実験した結果、キャベツ、大根、米、こんにゃく、メロンパン、ガルガリ君、カップ麺、いずれも何も起きなかった。
Shout out Crunchy-kun. Crunchy-kun. Garugari-kun. A brand of popsicle. That's gonna be such a mess. A brand of popsicle, popular throughout Japan. In addition to the standard soda flavor, over 50 varieties are sold, including cola, grape, and limited promotional flavors. Win may be written on one part of the stick. A winning stick earns a free popsicle. The chances of winning are rumored to be around 2%. Dang, all you get is a popsicle? Wow, that's not worth it, even if you get it. That is crazy.
液体に関しても同様だ。あの日は放電現象の前後で実験の成功率が180度変わった。放電現象前は全て成功、放電現象後は全て失敗。
レンジが電気を溜め込んでるとか？ゲル化したものはフラクタル構造のようだって言ってたわよね。塩はもともと単純構造だから影響を受けないのかな。電気とどんな関係が？
ここはタイムトラベル理論を前提に考えてみるべきだ。
ダメ。結論ありきで考えるのは良くない。
すでにいくつも実験成功例があるのだぞ。それを否定するのか？
私は別にこれがタイムマシンじゃなくてもちっとも困らないから。そもそもこの小さな電子レンジの中でビッグバンに匹敵するエネルギーが発生していると定義するのは無理がある。
There you go. Curious who frowns
放
deeply.
電現象の再現、それにフラクタル構造化の再現、どちらもできなくなってしまった理由があるはず。やり方は何も変えていない。設定も全く変えていない。実験対象も変更なし。それ以外で変動する条件というと、
誰が観測するかだな。
何よそれ。
量子論だ。観測者は実験の重要な要素だ。
放電現象が起きた時はここには4人いた。でもその前に橋田さんが1人の時にも発生してる。フラクタル構造化した実験時は2人の時や3人の時があった。私たちは2人ともどちらの現象も見ている。つまり条件は変わっていないはず。
だとしたら
There must be some other variable. It's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling sound from Curtis's stomach.
腹が減ったのか？
うるさいな。お昼から何も食べてないのよ。
Curtis turns away as she looks at her watch.
もう8時か。
バナナを食うがいい。ただし食べていいのはさっき温めた2本だぞ。実験で使った食材は美味しくいただけ。あるいは買い置きのカップ麺があるが。いらないか？ やはりアメリカ生活が長いとファーストフードの方が好きになるものなのか。
カップ麺。
Yeah, I'm about to say she's gonna take the cup noodles.
カップ麺もらうわ。
カップ麺をか。
ちなみに味は？
醤油味と塩味がある。
塩味。
She seems in the mood to eat.
それとフォークある？
Oh wow. Dang. It's past midnight. At 8 o'clock, the two of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. Dara said he didn't want any, and ever since then we've been examining the phone wave, named subject to change. I mainly focus on the terminal mode settings through the 868,000, or excuse me, the X68000. The programs are all wizard class though, so I can't understand most of them. Wizard, an insanely skilled hacker, yeah. How about I say I had a feeling. It's been so long since we've seen this side of the what's it called? Of the room. It's been forever. Karis has been examining the AC adapter in the lab's electrical switchboard for a while, though we stopped her when she tried to disassemble them. It's early morning and still shut. She still shows no signs of leaving. Where's she staying anyway? She's been in Japan for 1 or 2 months, and she did say she was going back to America this month. The trains are running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. But in that case, why didn't she leave before the train stopped? Tell me she plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mayuri has a curfew, so she always has to go back home to Ikebukuro. And Dara and I frequently stay here though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it's normal for American girls to stay overnight in labs.
クリスティーナ、こんな時間までここにいていいのか。せめて家に連絡したらどうだ。
連絡なんて必要ないから。
何？お前の親は放任主義なのか？
Karis turns to me and sighs.
父親とはかれこれ7年は会ってない。母親はアメリカ。私は今はホテル暮らし。分かった？
No.
Living in a hotel? Well, true, renting an apartment for just a month is absurd, but...
セレブめ。アメリカ人ならホテルよりモーテルだろ。
私はアメリカ人じゃないし、東京のど真ん中にモーテルはないだろ。
どんなホテルだ？
どんなって、お茶の水にある普通のホテルよ。
お茶の水？ではここから歩いて帰れるではないか。
まあね。
I see, so that's why she's so flexible with her schedule. I finally understand.
では、父親の件について聞こ
う。は
？7年会っていないと言ったな。
なんであんたが私の父親に興味持つのよ。
お前がこれ見よがしに父親のことを口にしたのではないか。それはつまり、父親の件について相談に乗ってください、お願いしますというメッセージだろう。
That's so mean.
そんなわけあるか。
よかろう。お前は俺の助手だ。助手の悩みには乗ってやらなければな。というわけで、張り切って話すがいい。
Kurisu pouts and says no more. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall.
どうした？
あんたに話すことなんて何もない。
そうか、分かったぞ。お前の父親はもともとは英雄だったが、やがてその身を悪に染め、今や帝国の幹部として黒マスクと黒マントを身につけ広報言っているのだな。そして将来的に親子で戦う目に。
Yeah, that was another one. That was another one of those, you took it too far, Okabe. But this one was a lot easier to... Well, actually, no, not even. I'd say both of them are, like, pretty easy to tell that, like, you shouldn't cross that line. But, again, Okabe's young and he's an idiot, so... Of course, he didn't think about that. I think I heard Kuris's teeth grind.
もしかしてすごく怒っているか？
人の家族の問題を。
Carissa doesn't look at me in the eye, but her low voice tells me how mad she is.
そうやって茶化さないで。あんた今私の心に土足で踏み込んだのよ。
She's not wrong though. There's a certain level with people where it's like you can joke about things, especially if you're close with them, but there's a certain thing, and once you get to know that person, you know it's like, yeah, no, don't talk about that. It's disrespectful. Not even like talk about it, like don't make fun of it. Like you can talk about it, but just like don't be so flagrant like Okabe is. And you can tell like that really hurt. Could her father's situation be a landmine? Maybe I should apologize. Try to think of the words, but before I can say anything.
切った
Daru's war cry echoes through the lab.
誰やったのかミッションコンプリート
Daru shows his white teeth in a wide grin as he gives a thumbs up.
サーバー管理者の ID とパスを手に入れたぜ。これでもう弛緩し放題だ。ヒャッホー
IBN5100 が使われている方のデータベースは
そっちは独立して存在してるわけで、今回は全然関係ないだろ上皇。そもそもそんな特殊なプログラムで組まれたデータベースじゃアクセスできる人間だって限られるっしょ。所長クラスでもアクセスできないっぽい。
所長クラス以上の役職など存在するのか。
セルン評議会ってのがあるらしい。
ふん、評議会とはいかにもなネーミングだ
いかにもって何が？
な。ラスボスとしてのネーミングに決まっているだろう。
Carissa looks at me coldly. Whatever, let's leave the IBM 5100 database for another day.
ダル、早速タイムトラベル理論についての情報があるか調べてくれ。
オキドキ。前に調べた時 Z プログラムってのが怪しかったよな。
それとゼリーマンズレポートだ。
We couldn't get any concrete information on either before. Kurisu stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression hasn't disappeared.
とくと見ておくがいい。
Huh?
そしてその目に焼き付けろ。セルンがしている世界への欺瞞という現実をな。
I have on my phone. I thought I got a message, but I guess not. Weird.
うほう、見つけた。LHC 計画担当責任者来たこれ。
Make me un poco loco, un poquito loco.
責任者ということはかなり重要なポストだな。
今そいつの PC を覗いてるぞよ。Z プログラムと
Z はゼリーの略で間違いないな。
ゼリーは J よ。 JELLY。
ケアレスミス、過去悪い。
つまりそんな単純なネーミングのはずがないのだ。これには重要な意味が隠されている。間違いなくダブルミーニング。
This is not fair. She has an advantage because she knows English. Daru, who's been searching through the log, suddenly stops.
お、来た来た。
He displays a graphic on the monitor. It was like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads Z program, top secret.
プログラム立案日は1973年になってる。
セルンができたのは
1954年。
I asked Daru, but Kurisu answers instead, her tone flat. Thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off.
IBN5100 が発売されたのは
1975年。
So maybe that's why the IBM 5100 was central to CERN's operations. The years match after all. Well, by 2 years, but still. Yeah, that's wrong. It can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBM hid their proprietary program language in IBM 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program. IBM and CERN are co-conspirators, and both of them are being manipulated by the shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, that's way more interesting.
うげ JPEG かよふざけんなコピペできねえじゃん
Daru mutters some complaint.
テキストがフランス語じゃないんだ。
What's on screen right now looks like English.
いやフランス語やらオランダ語やらドイツ語で書かれたものもあるお中身は同じみたいだけど
時空の支配とそれに基づく歴史の破壊。言い換えれば過去から未来までを含む委員会による完全なる理想郷を実現することは21世紀に向けてのセルンの存在意義となるだろう。
Ruled by the committee that encompasses the entirety of past and future. Oh, okay. That was the whole thing. Never mind, I shouldn't have read that. Kurisu suddenly starts speaking at us, still to the clip.
あそっかマキセ氏って英語できるんじゃんでかした助手お前がアメリカに留学したのも全て今日この時のためだったのだな
そんなわけあるか。勝手に運命感じないで。
Daru relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of the computer.
本実験計画は機密保持のため、また臨機応変な計画名の変更を可能にするため Z プログラムと命名された。
Hold on, I want to see this. Destroying the history based on a rule of time space, of a time space and it, and achieving complete utopia by committee, including the future from the past. In other words, will become the significance of existences of CERN for the 21st century. It was named Z program so that the actual experiment plan might enable the change in a flexible plan name. Moreover, for the security protection, it is prohibited to put a meaning or passionate some spirits in the name. It is because it is guessed to give the disadvantage to the program pursuit. What the hell? What are you talking about, Jet?
Z はすなわちオメガでありヤーである。その名に意味あるいは何らかの情熱的な精神を込めることを禁止する。プログラム従事者に不利益を与えることが推測されるためである。 Z プログラムは国家間の枠組みを超えた極秘共同プロジェクトであり、電磁波研究と同じく300人委員会から承認を受けた最優先研究事項である。以後セルンにおいて行われる他の研究のすべてはこの Z プログラムの隠れ蓑として機能させることが決定された。
You know what's funny? Kabe mentioned the committee of 300. Don't know why. Don't remember when, but he did mention it. I guess Kurisu's reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull.
Z プログラムの具体的な内容は書かれていないのか
Daru types on the keyboard from the side, bringing up another window.
あった。あ、これは。
Kurisu bends forward, stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen.
なんだ
Z プログラムでは高エネルギーの陽子衝突を用いた時空間転移実験を行う。
Time-space displacement experiments. In other words.
タイムトラベル実験
Yep. Have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us.
まさか本当だったなんて。しかも40年近く前から世界中の科学者を欺いてきたっていうの。
50
俺
now.
の睨んだ通りだなセルンの裏には巨大な影が潜んでいる
おそらく機関、あるいはそれに準ずる組織だ。
何が機関だ、この中二病。たまには真面目に話しなさい。
バカを言うな。俺の言葉は常に真実を指しているぞ。
つか機関っていうより委員会じゃね？そう書いてやったし。
300人委員会か。セルン評議会とはまた別のものを指してると思うけど、何を指してるのかしら。
Alright, the Committee of 300. Yep, because I was about to say he mentioned that before. The Unseen Masters, a secret organization rumored to manipulate the world behind the scenes. Some believe that the many secret societies spoken of by conspiracy theorists are all merely puppets of the Committee of 300. Oh man. One theory states that the Committee of 300's ultimate goal is to establish a one-world government. With the exception of the elites, the world's population will be reduced to 1 billion, and the remaining 1 billion will be enslaved.
世界はあらゆる欺瞞で満ちている。お前たちが思っているほど美しくはないのだよ。
話聞けよ、オカリ。
聞いている。300人委員会こそあらゆる秘密結社、各国政府、あらゆる財閥の最上位に位置する巨大な闇だ。
また適当言って。
事実だ。嘘だと思うならネットでググるといい。これまで人類はどれだけ繁栄しようとも時間という壁に突き当たってきた。その壁を突破することのできるタイムトラベル技術は人類史を大きく塗り替えるだろう。文字通りの意味でな。かつての核兵器と同じく神に等しき存在になれる禁断の果実だ。それを得たいという誘惑に抗うことのできる者はいない。当然ながら権力を持つ者はあらゆる手段を用いて手に入れようとするだろう。人としての倫理など神を目指す者たちにとっては抱きすべきざれ言だ。わかるか、クリスティーナ。
ご公説をどうも。そこまでスラスラと喋れるっていうことは、あんたも神を目指してるの？
この法王院京馬が望むのはそんな神候補どもの打倒、そして支配構造が崩壊した後の混沌だよ。
法王院に聞いてるんじゃない。私は岡部に聞いている。
俺は法王院だ。
つまり自分を持ってないってことね。
Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity?
そんなことよりマキセ氏、Z プログラムの続きプリーズ。
ダル、そんなこととはどういう言い草だ。
陰謀論は聞き飽きたお。オカリンの妄想より Z プログラムの方が気になるし。
I told you, they're not delusions and they're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN.
ジョッシュ、続きを。
頼み事するときぐらい誠意を見せろよ。
Though huffing out complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating.
とプログラム第一段階、大型ハドロン衝突型加速器の建設および実用化。
Collider, a device that accelerates charged particles in order to research the reactions that result when such particles collide. The type of particle accelerated. Huh? Oh, no, that's normal. That's normal. The type of particle accelerated also determines the name of the equipment. In recent years, most high energy accelerators have been synchrotrons, ring types. Ring type accelerators are also very expensive to build. They can perform the most effective experiments. The reason for the ring shape is that the charged particles can be sent through an electromagnetic field to bend their trajectory to the Lorentz force. The world's largest synchrotrons, other than CERN's LHC, are located in the US, the UK, and Japan. There you go.
加速器については1959年に完成した陽子シンクロトロンからの半世紀にわたるノウハウ蓄積により一定成果を得ている。プログラム第2段階、リフターの実用化および調整。これにより2つ以上の人工的な局所場得意点の生成およびカーブラックホールの生成を可能とする。なお、ブラックホール生成についての情報を意図的に曲解させてリークし、プログラム本来の目的について悟られぬようにすることが必要である。プログラム第3段階、動物実験。プログラム第4段階。
Karisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily.
人体実験。マジで？
A chill runs up my spine. I admit it. Some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves have succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And now, or wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kurisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Is it really okay for us to get involved in this?
なあオカリン、前にハッキングした時のこと覚えてるか？確か盗み読みしたメールに書いてあったよね。実験結果エラー、ヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ、詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートをなんとかかんとか。
Someone died.
それって人体実験となんか関係あんのかな？
My throat goes dry. That was a really good pull. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really good connection. Cold sweat seeps through my brow. It's not because of the heat. Kurisu and Doro are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True, but can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy?
誰？ゼリーマンズレポートを探してくれ。
マジっすか？
マジだ。ただし、クリスティーナ。
え？
お前はもう帰る。
なんで今さら？
ゼリーマンズレポート。嫌な予感がする。これを見たら、俺たちはもう普通の生活には戻れない。お前はその若さでサイエンス誌に論文が載るほどの天才だ。有望な将来を捨てる必要はない。
もしかして心配してくれてる？
当たり前だ。
Exactly.
お前は俺の助手だからな。
助手じゃないって言ってんだろ。気遣ってくれてどうも。でも帰らないわよ。この事実を世界に告発しないと。
ダメだ。それは危険すぎる。
ビビってるのか？
俺たちはこの陰謀を前にしたらあまりに無力だ。下手な行動を起こせば即消されるだろ
う。でもだからって
これは遊びではない。冗談で言っているのでもない。
分かった。告発はやめる。
Though her expression shows he still doesn't agree, she finally submits.
でも帰らないから。気になって眠れない。
後悔しないな。
しない。
She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit, or if it's her bravery, or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down.
ダルはどうする？覚悟はできているか？
僕はスーパーハッカーだし。
He's comfortable even in this situation.
そもそも足がつくようなヘマもしないっつうか。
That settles it. It's good that my Yuri's not here. I can't get her involved. I look at Daru and Kurisu in the eye.
よし。始めよ
う。Kurisu gives the seat to Daru.
なお、本作戦名はレーギャルンの箱とする。
So, Lagurin's actually, if I remember correctly, a Norse figure. There you go. Not figure, a chest. Lagurin's chest. In Norse mythology, the gigantic chest, protected by 9 locks, that contains the cursed sword, Leviathan. Fire.
なんで北欧神話？
Because it's cool.
へえ、北欧神話なん？きっとかっこいいからじゃね？
そもそも作戦名とか言っちゃう男の人って。
ダル、作戦開始。
Hi. He soon finds the Jelly Man's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily.
いい。開くぞ。
Like, it's crazy, man. These guys are just a bunch of, like, high school, like, age people doing this. It's still insane to think about. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief and timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman's report means.
ジェリーマンズレポート10。被験者ジェームス・マッカーシー31歳、出身アメリカ。 Z プログラム4、実験日2005年1月28日13時05分。
Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud.
実験結果エラー。ヒューマンイズデッド。ミスマッチ。
またそれかよ。
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の特異点通過に耐えられなかったと思われる。1921年4月3日、ニューヨーク14丁目にてビルの壁面に右半身が埋もれるようにして死んでいる男が発見された。
Sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end.
身元不明の男の死体は全身がブヨブヨのゼリー状になっていた。
And there you go. Oh, wow. So, yep. That's what the Jellyman's report is. that is what the Jellyman's report is. Chapter 3, Butterfly Effects Divergence. I haven't read these. So prologue, time travel paranoia, interpreter rendezvous, butterfly effects divergence. Wow, man. Let me see. How long have I been going for? Oh, where is it? There it is. Almost 4 hours. I'm sorry. It's just as soon as I knew that the Jellyman's thing was coming up, I had to keep going. But it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be so fire. Alrighty. Well then, yeah. I think I'll end it there then. I can't wait to continue because like this is insane. Like we're just getting started because we're on chapter 3 right now. There's still so many more to go, so don't worry, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, shoot, I'm gonna end that there for now. We made it to chapter 3. Can't wait to keep going. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all